Yes, guys, big up everyone locked in. It isn't the same time as usual, but like we had to already say, because of the Arsenal protest at 6 p.m., Babs isn't going to be around for tomorrow's podcast. So, with Babs and Slav not being able to turn up for work, we decided we're going to move it to Saturday. No, not Saturdays, Thursdays at 5 p.m. So big up everyone who's locked in. Big up the Shameless gang in the comment section. Big up everyone who is locked in already. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. What a fucking week in the world of football. Like, me and Neil were talking about this in the background before it even started. We weren't even discussing half the things that we're going to be discussing this week in the last episode of Shameless FC. We were talking about the Cup semi-final, top four hopes, potential Champions League hopes. It just felt like a normal week. Literally, as soon as the last Cup semi-final finished, we all descended into absolute carnage for the next 48, 64 hours, whatever you want to name it. But we're going to discuss the different perspectives from each club as well, because this European Super League has hit everybody in different ways. Each club is a different level of outraged about it. And I think regardless, in whatever way we look at it, every club has come out of this in a bad light, except the Neil's club, of course. Like, you lot have just been really fucked over through this. But Neil, we will start with you on this. First off, how's your week been? And also, if you just want to give a short thoughts on the last week, because it must be a crazy week for you as well. You've gone from the highs of the FA Cup final to thinking football as you know it is getting cancelled.
Legit, it's been a madness, I think, all around, no matter who you support, but especially from a non-top six perspective, where we're like, right, these guys are leaving, what is going on? And it's literally, as you were saying, that there's so many emotions. I was feeling everything from that, from like extra to like to dismay to like feeling sorry for, and I feel sorry for you guys. I don't feel sorry for your owners, but I feel sorry for you guys that have to put up with this crap and got to go protest. Because I was thinking, should I go protest? But I was like, I got nothing to protest about, really. I got nothing. Do you know what I mean? I want to join in with you guys, but and around me there isn't really anybody that's that, because again, there's like Manchester, is the closest, or London, like, and that's the only two places. But it is what it is. We'll have to see what happens, because it's all just completely up in the air at the moment. It's just a madness, even now. And the thing is, the battle is won, but don't think it was the fans. Don't think it was us that actually changed it. It's just because they messed it up from the beginning. So we haven't won. We've won 1%. This is going to be going on for a while, and the chairman's coming out and telling you directly now, this ain't over. So prepare for war, everybody.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly as well, where you said that it wasn't necessarily the fans that pushed this decision, or in terms of the protest, it was just the overall backlash from it. Like, I'm so proud of the Chelsea fans for the protest there, because they all came out in numbers and they made their voices heard. But I also don't sit there and say that the fans were directly responsible for Chelsea pulling out the European Super League, because we've seen how long these plans must have been going on for it to have actually come out like this in the space of hours after the Cup semi-final. So I think for them to make such a move that has been planned for so long, you don't just change it immediately based off 1,000 fans turning up to Stamford Bridge. You've changed that, and that was already in the process of happening anyway, which also makes a lot more sense that Petr Cech came out too, to come and try and calm the fans down and say you need time, because he wasn't wrong. All they needed was time, and within not even hours, minutes, you hear the news that Chelsea are potentially preparing to pull out the Super League. But we will delve all into it later on to video as well. Big up Flawless as well, my guy. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, fam, I'm blessed and that glad this European Super League bullshit is over for the time being. You know what I'm saying? Like Neil said, maybe there's a war to fight, but at least we won the first battle. And I do believe the fans did have an impact, because this wasn't any regular protest. It's not like it was just Chelsea fans who protested. It's not like it was just United fans or just Arsenal, Liverpool.
Chelsea won.
This is my whole point. Like, they unified everybody. I've never seen the whole of football. Football is one of the most divided things in the world in terms of opinions. One of the most. They literally unified 99% of us. They had Chelsea, Arsenal, and Spurs fans all in unison. They had Manchester United fans and City fans in unison. United.
Bro, we had Chelsea fans at the bridge chanting "fuck the Glaziers." I've never heard that in all my years.
Is what I am talking about. And that you got me who hates Arsenal talking about hashtag Kroenke out. What is going on? Fuck FSG. I'm saying in that they unified United and Liverpool fans,
and we need to continue that chant when we get back into the ground. The whole ground need to be chanting. If you come to our ground, we'll chant that with you, and we will be 100% at the time.
100%. I didn't even know the Chelsea fans were singing "Fuck the Glazers." I thought the Chelsea fans
everybody
even more.
at the protests, like
Yeah.
we were going at Perez, we were going at Real Madrid, we were going at the Glaziers, we were going at Kroenke, FSG, even Abramovich was getting it at certain periods as well. Everybody was getting it from the Chelsea fans.
And I make sure on Saturday, 3 p.m, same. I'm hoping the same thing happens because that's the Manchester United protest people. For those that can get there, Old Trafford, 3 p.m. this Saturday, Glazers out protest. Like I said, fuck Kroenke, FSG. These men tried to take football away from us. Like people don't
say things, man. Though I will come out and I will say, for Chelsea and for Manchester City as well, like we're all guilty for getting involved with it in the first place. Sanctions are coming, and we're gonna just have to accept that.
Yeah.
But I still say there are English clubs that were more responsible for it than certain other English clubs were. We all know Chelsea and City, and the rumors have come out for days now that both of us only really joined because we saw that this was inevitable. And we were speaking about earlier as well that, you can call us bottle jobs for it because we were the first to pull out. We could have just not got involved in the first place, saved everybody the trouble, but we still jumped in, which is why if we get the sanctions, I understand. But I also don't think it's the same energy where everyone's going for FSG to leave, everyone's going for Kroenke to leave, everyone's going for the Glaziers to leave. I'm personally not putting the same energy towards Roman Abramovich. I can see Man City fans doing the same thing with the Sheiks as well because they didn't really push this.
The reason why that is that's because Chelsea, you're a Chelsea fan. You love Roman Abramovich. Jan City is City fan. They love their fans. We didn't like the Glazers anyway. You lot were already taking liberties, and now you just went too far on that. Like that's what pissed me off even more. So when it's like we already don't like you. You might have already put the club in debt. You might have already affecting our on the pitch success also, and then you have the cheek, the barefaced audacity to try take away the football team. Like, are you crazy? That's why everybody went so mad because we don't like you already. Liverpool fans were already like that with FSG. Like I talked to Stroh a lot about it. The reason why Liverpool are having such a poor season is down to FSG failing to back up, failing to sign players, failing to invest in the squad because Klopp's done a brilliant job with what he's got out of that team. We talk about this all the time with Liverpool. Their bench is not the best, but when Van Dijk got injured, replace him. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing them lose Lovren and not sign a centre-back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of thing. We know what Arsenal, you know what Cam's like with Arsenal. He wears his heart on his sleeve anyway. He's been saying Kroenke out for the longest. But now you took a step. You tried to take Arsenal out of London. You know what I'm saying? And you tried to stop football as we know it. I said this about the European Super League. The idea of it, I don't mind. The execution and the timing of it was absolutely disgusting. So it's disgraceful. You know what I mean? Word to Didier Drogba is a disgrace. I'm telling you, absolute nonsense. Sorry, go on, Neil.
Damn right. Big up Chelsea Ranger as well, because Bruce Buck is the one that Chelsea fans are really trying to push to leave because, like, we already know Roman Abramovich's situation where he can't leave the country, where he's not even allowed entry into England. So he's never really been that hands-on with us since. He's left it in the hands of Marina Granovskaya for transfers, Bruce Buck as well for the day-to-day operations of the club. And Bruce Buck was the main negotiator in pushing us towards the European Super League. And he's been the main guy who's been taking the backlash of it since. And I think that's the same for all of us, where I think all of our CEOs are potentially getting kicked out of the Premier League because of this. Like, I know we're still waiting to see all the sanctions that are coming out, but that's the first thing that I've been hearing. Chelsea Supporters Trust are really pushing for Bruce Buck to step down from his role. There were also there was also really big rumors about us potentially getting kicked out of Stamford Bridge if we even continued the move towards the European Super League, because the Chelsea pitch owners own the name Chelsea FC and they own the rights to Stamford Bridge as well. So they could have easily kicked Roman Abramovich and the club itself out of Stamford Bridge and told him to move to a new club with a different name.
Mad. Yeah, man, that's good. We got to keep applying pressure. Get me? That's what we have to do. We have to continue to do this. All clubs and all football fans is not just the big six and that. Everybody else, Neil's a Leicester fan. Every Leicester, I'm talking all teams in the Premier League, all teams in the Championship, League One, League Two. They tried to leave everybody for dead, the big six. Let's not forget that. What Perez did was try and leave the rest of the Premier League, all the teams in the Championship, League One, League Two, all the way down to grassroots in the mud. This is why they need to throw the book at the big six for this. Yes, we can talk about who was more responsible out of the big six, but everybody needs to be punished heavily so they don't try this again. There has to be a line drawn in the sun. You might have taken, you might have already been taking liberties. This is why I'm so pissed off about it. You might have already taken liberties, and then you go this far. Ridiculous.
they've taken liberties already, surely. If with I don't know that much about the Premier League and how that worked in '92, but also now with this 2024 Champions League promotion, teams like Arsenal that haven't got the right to get into that European position in terms of Europa League or Champions League are going to get in as well by 2024. That's a disgrace in itself, because it's all about what you invest in the squad, what you get out of it. Your position will overcome that, and having that makes the Champions League dead, in my opinion. And also, it's just turning into Europa League Part 2.
Yes, I agree with that. And again, just because you're anti-European Super League doesn't make you pro UEFA or FIFA or FA. We know they are crooks too.
Yeah,
let's not get it mistaken.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're saying that, Neil, but I didn't like how people tried to spin that narrative in it, like, oh, because you're anti, you're backing UEFA. No, you get me? It's just that you were so fucked up at that. What you was doing, that UEFA and FIFA and Boris Johnson had the moral high ground. That's how wrong it was. You doing what?
How do we agree with Boris Johnson? Like, I don't want to put any words in your mouth, but still, how's that the case? We've got friggin', I don't know if Piers Morgan. I think I'm agreeing with Piers Morgan for once in my life as well. I'm like, what is going on?
That's how bad it was at what you was doing. That you gave Piers Morgan the moral high ground, and you should you know what? Piers Morgan is spot on with what he's saying. That's how fucked up it was. You know how wrong that is, isn't it? You know
Bro, say it like UEFA kind of got given the moral high ground as well, and that's an even bigger fuckery in itself, because we're saying they're not the good guys either.
No, you made UEFA look like the good guys. How wrong is what you were doing?
Because a lot of people have commented saying like, oh, you people aren't challenging UEFA. Like, the end of the day, if this Super League came out and said, right, this is going to happen in 5 years, like it did last time, people don't do what they're doing. The reason why people went out straight away and were like, no, is because one, it was you signed the contract.
My point.
And two, it's going to start soon. So people like West Ham that are in the position, like if the Champions League just gets cancelled next season, they're not in Europe. Like, do you know what I mean? So these sorts of situations, that everyone was annoyed because of that. And they said it's starting in August. Whereas this Champions League thing, no one agrees with it. I haven't seen one person that's like, yeah, this new Champions League is great. But we have 3 years to kind of get rid of it. And everyone is already pushing back. I've seen a banner from Dortmund. They've got a banner up saying, you know, stop this new UEFA thing. So like people are doing it, but like City, more than anyone, hate UEFA. Like City fans definitely are not fans of UEFA. So they're the next thing on the list, isn't it? So they might be taking the more high ground now, but they're going to get, and you know what? If anything, this has just shown how much we can do as regular fans, like how much we can do. Because like, I know Perez has been coming out with the most amount of shit for like 3 days now. And apparently he was saying like he's pissed off.
Fans turned up to Stamford Bridge, you know.
He said,
did he think we were this?
Yeah,
hey, we were this. Disrespect, man. Come on now.
You see them? Hey, somebody please on Saturday pull up with them Grand Fifth football. You get me? Tees or posters or something. I want one in that. So somebody who's watching this, let me know if you're going on Saturday, because I will be there at the Glazers out. You get me? Protesting that. Please,
T-shirts and everything, lads. It's an opportunity during coronavirus. You know?
Don't come like this, bro.
No. We go. Yo, I'll be there in it. I'll be 10,000 people by myself.
Like at year 4. Have a look at it again. He spelled it like. Look how the Levi. Oh my god.
I'll be there, man.
Speaking of that, yes, Slav, what are you saying, my guy? Big up yourself.
I like Slav.
Timing,
bro.
I couldn't.
What was that?
I couldn't find my laptop anywhere.
Yo, no. It's cool, man.
It's all good, Slav, man. You bless.
Yeah, man. Reset.
Yeah, man.
He's in a good mood, man. We don't even need to ask. Like, Mourinho's gone. He's been waiting for
Hey, I'm just gonna say in it, the glow up from Slav you lot are gonna see in the next couple of weeks is gonna be mad in it. That post breakup with Mourinho is a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, I've been there. I know. You know what I'm saying? That trust me, the glow up's gonna be mad. You know what I mean? You're gonna see. Look at Slav. I've not seen him smiling this much ever. You know what I'm saying? This guy was miserable last week. Look at him now.
You had to send him something.
Go on, Slav, talk to us. Mourinho is gone, and you got no Babs to take your shine away as well. Chat to us, man. All the energy in the world, release it. You even won your first game under Mason. Let's go.
Somewhere in here, I've got a Ryan Mason shirt. I don't know where it is. But yeah, I mean, what a mental few days over at Tottenham. I'm buzzing, man. I mean, I love Ryan Mason. watching. I remember going to the Emirates for a North London derby, and I remember walking into the ground. They announced the team. I was with my brother, and Ryan Mason was starting. And it was his first Premier League game, and we looked at each other and, why on earth is this kid starting in the derby? And he had the game of his life. He was unbelievable. He kicked Jack Wilshere. He won every ball. We ended up drawing the game 1-1. And from then, I've loved him ever since. He became obviously a big part of Poch's era. Poch is a big fan of him, and I'm so happy for him as a person after everything he's been through. He's obviously he had to retire at 26, and he's been coaching our under 18s, and he is a good look. Poch said he's got an amazing football brain and will go on to be a great coach. And regardless of what happens in his 7 games or 6 games with us, I think he'll go on to be a really good manager. He speaks well. I haven't seen us play football. I haven't seen us put 3 passes together in a triangle in about a year and a half, and we did it last night in the second half, like 4 times. So, yeah, Mason Ball is here, and it's taken us into the top 4.
What did I say? Look at Slav's enthusiasm. We not seen this in months. You know what I'm saying? We haven't. Look how happy he is.
You made a great point. You know how depressed this guy's been on streams the last few weeks.
Look, do you remember we played Chelsea? When you beat them a few weeks ago, we didn't have Harry Kane. You know when you beat us a few weeks ago and we didn't have Harry Kane.
Yeah.
And we looked like we I don't think we had a shot until the 85th minute, right? In that game, you were comfortable all night, right? Last night we had no Harry Kane, and we had chance like we had a disallowed goal. Their keeper made some saves. I haven't seen us do that in ages, and for the first time in a while, I was sitting there and I enjoyed watching the football.
So what you're saying is Harry Kane came out of your attack and Man started creating bare chances. Is he the problem?
Harry Kane, what?
I said Harry Kane.
No, mate, if we had Harry Kane last night, we would have scored about 4 or 5.
Nah, I'm very happy for you, man. I've waited for this Babs for time. I mean, this Slav for time, man. I'm great to see you. This guy smiling, full of energy and all that.
I did not expect to see him gone before the end of the season. But look, Christmas came early, so.
And then Christmas went with the Super League.
Why did you guys sack him so close to the cup final, though? Because the timing really surprised me by all of this.
Apparently, they made the decision after we lost to Zagreb, and I guess it was just a downhill since then. Maybe something happened over the weekend.
Wait, since the Zagreb
I don't really
game?
care. Yeah, I don't really care. He's not there anymore, so we move on.
No, but the Zagreb game was weeks ago. So if they made the decision by then, why is it taking them so long to make this? Did it have anything to do with the Super League? Because from the outside in, it looked like you guys had the Super League injection. You thought, let's get rid of Jose now.
That's what I think it was. Levy was like, yo, we can pay him out with this.
No, they said no. Apparently, they've said no. There was 0 link. And to be honest, there probably was 0 link. We'd lost 7 of our last 14. We got battered in Europe, out the FA Cup. All the players hated him. I think by the end of it, only Harry Kane was the one that didn't. Was the only player that didn't hate him. So no, apparently it was nothing to do with the Super League. We're the 10th richest club in the world. We've got money. I don't know where we're not poor. We're not broke. So yeah.
Fucking hell, if you're the 10th richest club, why you take a £350 million loan out?
I don't know. So
did they take a £350 million loan now?
Yeah, for when the stadium was being built.
Oh, right. Who knows, innit? You know, these owners are like.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to use logic as well.
We know what these owners are like. You know what I'm saying? They just tried to go to a European Super League.
United's worth 4 billion, 4 billion turnover or something, and then they're still in debt. Because it's like, that's how that works.
These crooks, me proper. Go on, sorry, Slav. It's mad.
No, I'm just here reading it. We're linked with every single manager under the sun at the moment. So,
who do you want? Let me ask you this:
from Brendan Rodgers, who ain't coming to you.
Who do you want, Slav?
I'm gonna laugh so hard if he comes because he's number 2 on the list. And he didn't even deny it when he was asked.
Why would he go down to there?
He was asked in his press conference, and he didn't even say no. Fucking brilliant.
Who? Brendan Rodgers?
I personally haven't. Yeah, he didn't turn it down. He said, I don't know.
Why would he go down?
I mean, he has a
go
point.
down.
Leicester's done
Every
more
single
than
part of
5
everything
years.
about you might be above. Firstly, you're 3 points above us in the table. Second, and we're apparently terrible, which we are. And secondly,
3 points.
It
he's
is
gone
only
to-
3 points.
Yeah, he's
Mad.
How are they always so close?
Look at Lewis in it. The real.
No.
I swear down, they've been in a car crash in the last month. How have they been this
Even
close?
then, Even then, I still consider it quite a big downgrade to go from Leicester to Man.
I said
Tottenham
quite
at
a
this
big
current
one, you
time.
know. Not even a slight one.
better stadium, better training ground, more
Wait,
money,
Slav, come
better
closer,
players.
come closer.
Yeah, can't hear you, mate.
Slav, come closer, couldn't hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
Best stadium in the country, some proper players. Not that you don't have proper players, but you know Harry Kane, etc. Best training ground in Europe.
Who's
He'll
etc.?
get a bigger wage than what he gets.
Neil, personally, I
Harry
wouldn't
Kane,
have that, man.
Son.
That's quite a big downgrade. And you,
Yeah,
man said,
I'm waiting for
Vardy,
him to respond here.
man said
Oh, we got a
Vardy
new
beat-
stadium. Oh, wow.
Man
We've
said
got one of the
Vardy
best training
beat
grounds in
Kane
the
and
country,
that.
and that's where you're going to spend most of your time, you know?
Yeah, man
Decent
said Va-
fans, proper ownership, you know, not these
Neil,
Super League
it's all right,
bullshit.
mate. It's all right.
800 million in debt, you know? At least we're nowhere near
You're
that.
not big enough. You're just upset because you're not big enough. It's okay. Look, it's all right, Neil. It's
We're
all
not
right.
big
Take a
enough.
deep breath.
This is where
Take a
the
deep
inner
breath.
babs come out, and then I'm not gonna resort to that at the moment, but still.
Take
I
a
was
deep
waiting
breath. It's
for the
okay.
league title.
Hey,
I
Lewis,
was
let us
waiting
go with
for
that.
it.
This is great. Let's go.
I don't want Brendan Rodgers for a start anyway.
It's all right. He don't want you either. We can agree there.
I will laugh so hard if he comes though, because I guarantee
If he does,
if we go in for him,
no. Why do you think that? He's one of the best paid managers in the league as well. If that was your thing, that
Big up Babs in the competition. Hurry up and get on
he's
here.
not here, and he's
Fucking
still
hell.
giving you. Oh, it's beautiful.
Hey, on a level, Slab, with Ryan Mason in here now, and you got the cup final in a few days. What are your thoughts for it now? Because I know with Jose Mourinho, even with his trophy haul, you was not confident going into that game. Has it changed?
no, I'm still not confident, but it's just more about that. If we lose, I take more comfort in knowing that we lost with Ryan Mason in charge than Mourinho. Because you know, even if if Mourinho was in charge and we somehow won on Sunday, then you know he would have just made it all about him. So to have someone that's been at Tottenham for 22 years in charge, I just think, look, give it a go, and let's see what happens. It's his first ever job in football. I don't even as a first team coach. He's doing it for 6 games. And look, I just hope he does well. I mean, look, we won last night. I thought we were really good in the second half, and this Sunday he can somehow sort a game plan out to get a result. Fair play to him, you know.
You know what? This
why not?
game has got a Ryan Mason win written all over it. This final.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you are
It has.
not confident. I can tell.
It has. Trust me.
What's your thoughts on the final anyway? Go for it, Jan.
Oh yeah, there's
God.
there's a Carabao Cup final, isn't it? Man's forgot with all this
Bro,
noise.
we've been hyping this final up for so many weeks
Yeah,
now.
and now it's been pushed. It's been pushed to the side. Like Mourinho getting sacked was like a secondary headline, and that. Like it wasn't the top talking point. That's crazy. But sorry, Jan, go on.
Yeah, no, I'm not confident. Our record against Spurs is up and down. Sometimes we beat them like 3 times in a row. Other times we don't beat them for like 4 games in a row. So it's one of them. I don't know. I do think Man City's, some of the players' heads are going to be in Paris because that's 3 days after. And I think that will be their main priority. Simply because most of our team have won 3 in a row. So I don't think it's something that they're going to be bending over backwards to win. I'm not saying we're not going to turn up. I think we will try and win it. But yeah, I actually can't see Man City winning it for some reason.
Do you think you'll put out a stronger squad than you did against Chelsea?
I think we have to, because that front 3 that we played against Chelsea can't hit a barn door. So we're going to have to. He's going to have to play
Who
Foden.
was the front 3 against Chelsea?
Ferran Torres,
Yeah.
Raheem Sterling, who were
Yeah.
both off form, and then Gabby,
Okay.
who can't hit a band.
I legit didn't
Yeah.
know. That's why I asked. What I'm saying. That's why I asked.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
even being
all
shameless.
three of them are terrible. The only players in our team that look like scoring at the moment is Gundogan, who played a bit deeper. We actually played really well against Villa, but he played a bit deeper. Obviously, De Bruyne when he plays. Foden's our key threat at the moment. Mahrez, and that's about it. Rodri obviously got a goal, but he's not a main scorer for us. The rest of the team don't look like they can score. So
Do you feel like you're going to play
Not
your
great.
strongest team there, though? Because you do have the PSG game in a few days afterwards, too.
That's what I was asking. Yeah.
that's what I think. I don't think we'll play our strongest side. I think Pep will rely on these three people that can't hit a bando to win the game, and it's not going to work. That's why I think we won't win. I'm hoping that Pep plays Bernardo Silva for some reason. When De Bruyne gets injured, he steps up a level, and he's really good. So hopefully he plays Bernardo Silva. I think the problem with the Chelsea game was he didn't start any of our key players. So at the moment it's Mahrez, Gundogan, Foden, and Bernardo Silva, and he didn't start. He started De Bruyne, fair enough, but he didn't start any of the others. So when De Bruyne went off, he had to then bring on Gundogan. But I think it was a bit too late, and he brought Foden on too late. So yeah, I think De Bruyne apparently is going to be back for maybe the first leg of PSG. So I don't know if that means he starts or that he's just on the bench.
Probably on the bench.
I just hope he plays Foden.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Could
think even Foden on his own, he's got. There's just something about him at the moment. Like he's on one, so he needs
He's
to
on
play him.
ridiculous
And I
form.
put Mahrez as well. So I don't know. I think Pep will prioritise PSG. I think he has to. I think people aren't going to criticise him if he doesn't win 4 Carabao Cups in a row. They'll laugh after the game, but long-term wise, no one's going to look back and say, oh my God, Pep failed because he failed to win a trophy 4 times back-to-back. Like I just can't see that. Whereas the Champions League, if he can get to a final, he becomes the first manager to get Man City to a final.
Oh my! Scott says, "Can you just ask Jan to repeat what she said about Foden and then tell me who's the best young English talent?" This is because of our stream yesterday and the Mason Mount debate we had, isn't it? I'm sure it's because of that. But go on, Jan. Repeat what you said.
Foden. It's still Foden, and it's not even a debate. I watched him last night, and it was ridiculous.
No, it isn't a debate. But
Unreal.
if I get my mate Johnny on here, it will become a debate. I'll say that it will never drop this Mason Mount argument in his life.
Do you know what it is though? Mason Mount is a quality player because I've watched him. But Phil Foden's just something else. Like Phil Foden does not look English. Like Mason Mount looks like a good English talent.
Rah.
Foden looks like
I
he's
agree with
Spanish.
you.
Different.
Everything you're saying is correct. Like both are quality young players, but Foden's level's clear. It is what it is. Mount, I think, is a bit
Phil Foden
back.
but
As that
ability
number
wise,
8,
Foden's
he's
clear.
better. But going forward, he's
I'd
not
have
better
Foden,
than
Green, and
Foden.
Saka over Mason Mount.
You'd
Say
have
that
who?
again. What was that, Slav?
I'd have Foden, Green, and Saka over all of them. Over Mount.
Well, 2 of them play in different positions.
I do like
I think all
Mount.
3 of them play in different positions.
They can all play. They can all play in central midfield.
I would not take him in central midfield over Mount. Maybe Foden. I wouldn't take the rest in central midfield.
Yeah,
over
Greenwood's
Mount.
not a central midfielder.
Never in my
No,
life.
Someone was comparing Mount and they're saying like his stats. They were saying like, oh, his stats about getting the ball back and stuff like that. And I think the way that Chelsea play and the way that City play are different. So he has a different role. And Mason Mount I think he's been Chelsea's best player this season. He has been really good. And when I watch him, he's always really good. So I can't fault Mount. I just think that Foden is just something else. Like for Pep to say he's one of the best players he's ever worked with when he's worked with Messi, I think that tells me all I need. Do you know what I mean? But it's just madness. It's madness. But I think Mount is quality. I think Mount will be. It's not like he's shit. I think people, when you say Foden's clear, they think of it as if you're saying Mason Mount shit. They're not saying that. They're just saying that Foden is probably just, if you were ranking them in levels, he's probably the level above. Do you know what I mean? That's just what I would say.
I feel like when you compare a Mount to, let's say, Greenwood or Saka, Saka, I feel, is a lot more heavily relied on by Arsenal, probably compared to all four of the young players.
Dragged them through.
That's the big difference to me, and that's not to take anything away from him too. But they need him to perform at this level, and they need him to drag the team through games. Foden isn't needed to drag Manchester City through big games, even though he's that good. He still has that effect. Mason Mount, I feel, is a lot more of a selfless player. So you don't really see him turn up that much on the goals to assist front, but he's more about beating other players, finding another player to start the attack, pressing players off the ball. His play is more about being selfless. Greenwood, just techie finisher, just straight up brilliant finisher. And I think in the box, if you play him in a more forward position, and if you played him more regularly in that, you see a lot more out of him. But this season he has been a bit more quieter than the last season. But that's nothing to take away from his quality.
No, that's not him. That's his Ollie tax, fam. Yeah, that's his Ollie tax. Greenwood's ridiculous in terms of being two-footed, which is a rarity in itself. Left foot. Even before he came into the first team, this guy was scoring free kicks with his right foot. He was scoring free kicks with his right foot, taking penalties with his left foot, all types of things. And then, like Ollie said, best finisher we've seen. But then, that Ollie tax is hefty, in it, as I've been telling people. And you see it with Greenwood. Because even though people have been criticizing him, he still has, I think he's still in double figures this season in terms of goals and assists. I'm not quite sure, but I swear he is. I don't think he's that far behind Saka, who's having an amazing season. Greenwood over all competitions. I think he's in double figures.
Yeah, if he is.
No, he wasn't. He might be now.
Yeah, I think he is now.
Had a really quiet
goals and
season
assists.
Yeah. And that's again not to take nothing from him, but he has
9 goals, 5 assists, all competitions.
Yeah, so he's in. So for considering that's a poor season, and if you pull up Saka's stats, he's not that far behind.
Yeah, but I think with Arsenal, you got the entire first half of the season where they literally didn't even have an attack. Then that's just big Arteta attacks on that as well. Who should we look to next? We'll go to Leicester because we could also talk about the Super League thing with you guys. But first off, we will start on the good note. Through to, I don't know if this is your first FA Cup final or your first FA Cup final in a while, but you guys are through the FA
years.
Cup final. 52 years.
52 years, lads. This is we're on different levels to you guys. 52 years it's been to our first final.
That is mad. 52 years since your first FA Cup final. You're back in Wembley again.
Never won it. 4 times in the final, never won.
Bro, we haven't even had like a speak about the cup final based on all of this. But bro, first off, what's your thoughts about progressing to the FA Cup final? And what do you think about the game as well? Because I thought it was a very reserved game for long periods too. Like, I thought both teams were a bit cagey. No one really wanted to take a lot of risks. But then Iheanacho proved the difference between both sides.
I think that was all 4 teams in both matches in FA Cup finals, to be honest. The Man City and the Chelsea one weren't the best game either. Neither was ours, but we're like, well, we got the result and that's all that matters. It weren't a good game. Defensively, we were strong. Attacking, we weren't that great, but we get the goal and we get through. So in that case, I don't really care. We didn't want to bash the team too much because there was bad bits of play, but we're like, I don't care. Get the result, get out. Especially if he gets you to an FA Cup final, it don't matter. But yeah, just Iheanacho is doing bits once again. Jamie Vardy again showing people if they watch the match that he's not scoring, but he's assisting and he's showing his off the ball work is even as good as it has been. And he's just a phenomenal player. Yes, I know he's not scored, but he's just doing so good at the moment. And yeah, roll on the FA Cup final because I'm feeling confident for that one.
Yes, we can talk about the FA Cup final as well, and we can get into that a little bit closer to it too. You guys have, who's it, West Brom tonight?
West Brom, 8 p.m. tonight. So if anybody that's watching wants to jump up, I think we're live after the game. So make sure to just join us after that because it's the only match tonight. And it feels weird, man. I'll tell you what, playing on a Thursday don't feel right as in like in an FA Cup, in a Premier League match. I'm a bit confused just generally.
Yeah, West Brom are looking like a tricky side as well. They've won their last 2 games. One of them was against.
Who did they beat? Oh, yeah, we go.
Have they not scored 8 goals? Have they not scored 8 goals in their last 2? And is that not correct? They scored 3 against somebody. Was it Southampton?
And
then he went to West London and scored 5 against Andreas Christensen, innit? Yeah, it was a massive still.
They did. It's a bit of a sticky one, but
it's crazy still. Yeah.
I think we should create the Kepa hive now. 2 clean sheets, 2 games.
What was that?
You need to create the Kepa hive now. 2 clean sheets in 2 games. That needs to be the next
we already
thing.
have the Kepa pen. Where is it? Do I have it on here?
Has it.
I actually don't have it on here. Give me a second.
This guy Egypt, you know, innit? You know what I'm saying?
You already know,
Oh
man.
my
But Neil,
gosh.
see, they can do against top 4 rivals, so you can't underestimate them. And they're also on a decent run of form as well. So, what are your thoughts on the West Brom game? Are you confident? Are you expecting like the same thing you usually expect to see against relegation-threatened sides in the run into the season? What's your thoughts?
I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay overall. It's going to be a tough game. It ain't going to be an easy win, but I'm hoping for the win. To be honest, I think we can get a win, whether it's like 2 goals or something. Regarding if they're a rival, it's not the way that works. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I had to get that one loaded. Big up the Kepa Hive. Let's go.
This guy, yo, this guy.
I think got Foden in there. He's only on for a little
He's
bit.
got one for each player.
Hey,
Oh
you've
my
seen. I had
God.
to put Jota and
He's got one
fucking
for
Martial in, and
Emerson.
they played 20
Man
minutes
put
against
Martial on there.
I'm
Yeah,
shameless.
Martial was in there on the pitch for like 10 minutes, literally, and he put him in. I was like, that's ridiculous, you know. Man's got Andy Carroll in there with McGoldrick, you know. This guy, idiot, you know.
Anthony
Oh,
Martial
that's
looks
not
7
even,
foot
that's not
tall.
even a newer version with Morpie and Welbeck. Can't be us.
My God, this guy put Mope in there, you know. Mope.
Alright, go on, Neil. Sorry, man. What were you saying?
Can't remember now. There's something about anyway. I feel confident going into it. I mean, anyway, even whatever the result, it can't be as bad as a 5-2 against you guys. So we win either way. If it's
That's
not as bad as
facts.
that.
That is facts. It can't be as bad as the
Yep.
5-2.
Fair enough.
Get
innit?
me? It can't be in it. You know what I'm saying? Mendy getting dinked twice and that. Man chipped the ball over Mendy twice, you know.
It won twice, was it?
He got chipped twice,
No,
yo.
there was-
Ferreira and somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
I
And Callum
know
Tate
it
dinked him
was.
twice.
It was twice.
That man dinked him twice, you know.
No, man.
That man scoring volleys, arriving late in the box like a prime Lampard. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you know what?
Callum
so
Robinson
glad-
and that.
I'm so glad we don't film on Mondays.
Callum
Actually, the
Robinson.
corner I would have got was ridiculous.
Callum
Guys, what
Robinson.
is this?
Oh my.
just random mix.
What's this?
I
What?
like that comment at the bottom. To be fair,
Right, finish club, you know. Hey, Slav, don't have that, man. Don't let him try and ruin your post-breakup glow.
I mean, they need to have a picture of his chin in the air at least, not chin down like he's just been fired.
Yeah, man. He's the only
Read it
manager in
what
the
it
Premier.
says- read what it says behind. That's why they took the photo.
This is my club.
No, I
my
know,
one and only
but
club.
with him at the bottom,
Yeah,
at the
but I'll
bottom,
change it.
like looking down, it's not the good.
We
It's
say
not a
that's-
good look.
not much.
Alright,
We're just
well,
surfing
what about-
Twitter for some reason.
What about this
What you
one? What
saying?
about this one?
Yeah, that's slightly better.
He's not. He's still not smiling. I can't be honest.
Yeah,
He's taking it
I know, and he
seriously.
ain't even happy.
Hey, put some respect on his name. He's the only manager in Premier League history with a 100% win rate.
apart
He's
from
the youngest.
Sam
He's the
Allardyce,
youngest.
England.
He's the
And Big
Why are
Sam.
you giving Spurs
Big
pop
Sam.
like this?
Yeah, Big Sam, Ryan Mason.
What have I
Really
commented?
serious? We're giving
He's the
Spurs
youngest-
pop, and
he's the
you're
youngest
right here.
Premier League-
Lad's in a good mood, man.
Bro,
Mourinho's
in a bit,
gone.
lads. In a bit,
Yeah.
man. I'm out of it, bro.
What are you saying, Babs?
Get
You
this shit
good?
off it, bro. Get that shit off my fucking screen, man. ESL
Here he
champions! Let's go!
Oh,
What
we
that
won.
you're out
Oh
of?
my god!
No,
I
but-
just realised
but-
what you
but-
meant by
but-
ESL champs.
Yeah,
I can't
But
be honest.
alphabetically, Arsenal were top. So we won! We
Well
won,
done,
baby!
innit? Hey. Arsenal,
Fam, if
Arsenal
that's
finally
what
got a
you call a
European
victory,
trophy.
I'm gonna kill myself.
They did,
Bro,
man.
Tottenham are bottom as well. Deep it. Tottenham are bottom of that because they're alphabetically T. See that, bro? We win again. We win again. Unbeatable, mate. Undefeated.
Let's
Come
show
at
the
me
trophy
now.
Then find the trophy. Yeah, where's the trophy?
I don't have
gone?
it in it. It's in the delivery,
Oh.
in it. It's in the
Oh,
deliveries.
yeah, yeah.
It's in the Royal Mail right now.
Get
But we'll get it.
Amazon
Don't watch.
Prime. Amazon Prime. Come on, next day delivery. You know, should have been here by
Nah,
now.
it's not quite that, man. But don't worry,
How
we'll get
is
it,
it?
cool, man. Yeah, we're coming through. We're coming through.
Get
man.
it from Perez. You know, go to
Yeah,
Perez'
exactly,
house.
man.
Like, yeah, can we get
International
that?
delivery. It takes a bit of time to process it. You know what I mean? Come through the
Yeah, time
customs and
zones
that.
and that. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man.
Please, man. I can't believe you come in with ESL.
Bro, look at your
Fair play.
fucking name. You got the
Shameless
UCL
out
champion.
here, innit?
Yeah.
One doesn't.
Win that.
Bro, we're ESL champions, innit? Comment me now, innit? Just comment me now, innit? That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. You can have that one. Fuck it. Hey, we were speaking about the last week and everything. Before we go into Super League and everything, Jose Mourinho, because we were talking about at the start, and I wanted to hear your thoughts as well. Mourinho sadly departs us for yet another Premier League team. Slav just making the great example of Mourinho as well. What's your
leaving.
thoughts behind Jose's sacking?
Or me.
Yeah.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. Right? Shout out to Charlie Booth, bro. I'll tell you what. I'm sad. I'm devastated. I'm bamboozled. I don't understand it. I'm dejected. It's heartbreaking to see a great manager leave such a dead club. You could have stayed there.
No, wait, Baz, wait. I thought you said he was staying. You even tweeted me saying he's here to stay and there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, I
Only
wish
for
he
him
was,
to
man.
leave.
But basically, what I heard in it, what I heard in it, bro. So this is what I've heard. I've been told by my sources in Spain directly. They were saying Mourinho left Spurs because he didn't want to get embarrassed week in, week out in the ESL. She's like, let me just leave this dead club, right? And so he's like, yeah, man, I'm not going to stay here. And that's why he left. Not because of Tottenham
Only
sacked
person
him.
you know in Spain. Go on, who do you know
Huh?
in Spain?
Bro, there's a guy I know in Spain. Don't watch it. I got some sources in Spain. My
He's a
resources in
footballer
Spain have
in
been
the
speaking.
Tells
He
Mexico.
left you because he didn't want to get embarrassed in the Super League. Simple as that, bro. He was too scared to get embarrassed week in, week out. He wanted to keep his big record. He wanted to keep his trophy. But bear in mind right now. Let's just deep it. So Chelsea, he won trophies. United, he won trophies. Porto, he won trophies. Right? Trophies. You know what trophies are, innit? Right? Tottenham, 0 trophies. Oh, how are you gassed about that? He won everywhere. Bro, you sold your soul to the devil to get nothing in return. How can you do that? That's Spurs for you. So don't give me this. Bro, look how gassed you are to sack a manager, but you're like acting like you've won a trophy. But you got a trophy final this weekend, and let's see if you win that. That's all I'm saying, man. But it's just, you embarrassed Mourinho's record. I feel bad for Jose. But you know what, yeah? Fair play to Jose. He came to your club, he ruined you for a year, and I love it.
Just like Arteta's doing.
So what are you on about, Puth?
The song, innit? From Fast and Furious. It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Oh, okay.
That's how you
For some
know
reason, I had Charlie Sloth stuck in my head.
Nah, bro, I'm pissed off. I won't lie, but it is what it is. Yeah, we won the Super League, so that's all that matters. It's cool.
When's the trophy parade?
Well,
Don't worry, man. It'll come through, man. It'll come through. Do you know what we'll do? We'll go around Spurs because them man are holding concerts here yesterday outside their ground with protest. Man are singing songs and outside, bro. Is that your bro? That was your protest. Was that your protest?
I wasn't there.
How?
No, but was that your club's protest, man?
I don't know.
What kind of protest was that?
You lot better turn up tomorrow because I'm running the same slander if you lot bring 40 man to the Kroenke protest and
Yeah, but the whole point being, before I came onto the show,
Half them
Josh
XTV.
Kroenke was doing a fans forum today. Right now, he was talking to the fans basically. He was doing some sort of PR shit, right? And we made it clear to him there as well. Like, we want you to go. The guy that you said to him, English football's not for you. I think you should sell the club. The fan said to Josh Kroenke's face. So tomorrow, I'm not even lying. Go on, you can see it on social media. We had a fans forum right now before this show. So now going into tomorrow, I'm going there myself. I'm not expecting too much because I'll be honest. In the past, a lot of Arsenal fans have said, "Oh, protest. We're gonna be outside there." No one's actually turned up. This time though, I'm hearing a lot of people turn up. A lot of big influencers have pushed it.
What are you gonna get out of it? You're not gonna get.
I think there's 3 possible honest solutions. One, the dream scenario would be he'll sell the club. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he wouldn't sell off for a protest. But I think most importantly, we want to send our message that we're not happy right now. So then if he is to stay, they change. I don't think they are, but I think if they can change, invest money, you get me, and get the club back. But what else can we do? Do we just sit back and lie down and sit at home?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm with Babs on that. 100%.
With Man United, I mean, they went down to the ground. They went down to the training ground. They actually spoke.
You've got to do something.
Ollie and stuff like that. You've got to look, man. Regardless of fifth, you've got to reunite on this one.
Babs, what's option 3? You said there were 3 options. You listed 2.
Option 3 is the Boris comes in. You know, Boris is speaking about some new laws. Basically, Boris is saying that they might enforce some new laws and get these American owners out. That's not going to happen. But hopefully, we get something out of that as a club. Hopefully, they invest. Like, even today in the PR shit, they was going, "Yeah, we're gonna invest money this summer." They always say it, right? But I need to see change now. They can't continue to get away with this. And don't be surprised this summer. Exactly. Don't be surprised this summer if you see them start to invest some money just to keep the fans quiet. That's not right. But that's what I think they're gonna do, innit? If I'm being realistic.
Ability aside, you spend 70 mil on Pepe, 50 mil on Party, 50 mil on, like, you spend money. Like,
yeah, but my fear isn't that we spend money. My fear is that they spend money when we're out of the Champions League. I look at Man United right now. They got Champions League football, American owners as well. And what did they buy in the summer? Like, in terms of, they were offered Sancho, all these man. Who did they really get? So I'm just, I'm looking at the bigger picture. So we can spend money and shut the fans up for one window, but what about the 10 years they've been here, constantly declining? Sorry?
If you don't win the Europa League,
we'll see. We'll see.
You'll have it in
We'll see where that
2024 though.
Yeah.
Even if you
See,
finish
do you know
in
what, right?
17th place.
I love to know your guys' thoughts on that because I don't know, right? I know that a lot of men will be against that, but it's not like the ESL, that coefficient law from UEFA. It's more based off previous achievements. So your last 10 years, where have you got to in the Champions League? So if you do well, you get to a final, you'll get extra points. You're getting rewarded for doing better in the Champions League, basically. So that's why for Arsenal, we consistently get into Europa League semi-finals. We're getting good points there. So yeah, we should get Champions League.
You like the
If we
Swiss
get
model,
third,
don't you?
If we get third, then we get Europa League.
No, that's not how it works. So basically, the way that the laws work, right, is a top four will get the Champions League spaces. So that's automatic. If you finish top four, you'll get top four. But say if West Ham finish 5th and Arsenal finish 6th, instead of both clubs going into the Europa League, Arsenal would get into the Champions League as long as the other teams above us in the coefficient rankings have automatically qualified as well. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
what I
I'm not. No, but people have said
Just
that's like the
finish in the top
ESL.
4, then you get it.
I know, I get
That's
it,
a
but
bullet.
you know, no, that's how it is. That's the new. It's been announced yesterday. That's what UEFA have confirmed. The 2024 Champions League. That's how it's going to work. And people will be against that, and I can see why.
Because I'm convinced, unless I'm wrong, we're higher than you.
Well, we're higher than you,
Lewis,
Slav. We're
get me,
11th. I've checked it yesterday. We're higher than Liverpool actually in the last 10 years.
Get what?
The coefficient rankings. Basically, if you Google UEFA coefficient rankings, it'll come up. But yeah, Arsenal are 11th.
I
The
don't
teams
even know
above us in the Premier League are Chelsea, who are 5th. United, who are, I think, 6th. Basically, they look at your last 10 years of the Champions League and how well you've done consistently, or even European competitions.
Because we've been getting fucked over the last few years because of 15.
Yeah, so the way it works, let me give you an example. If you win the Europa League, I think you get 26,000 points. Whereas if you win the Champions League, you get 36,000 points. So it's like, the better you do, the more points. Yeah, that's how it is.
Get more for that.
But obviously, if you keep getting to the Champions League, getting knocked out in the last 16, like, you get me?
Yeah,
Right.
they just mess. This doesn't need to be messed with at all. Leave it as it is.
No, but the whole point is,
They're turning into Europa League, man. That's the problem everybody has with Europa League.
Yeah,
is
so
the
there you go.
traveling, the amount of games, and that's what they
So
say.
as you can see, they
Absolutely
look at the way they work it is, look, so Bayern, when did Bayern win it last year, right? Look at the points they got last year. They got 27,000 points last year, to be fair. So it doesn't make any sense, but yeah, that's how they're working it. They're getting points for how you do in the Champions League. So if you win it, you win it. If you lose, you lose. If you get to the final, you'll get better points than if you get to the last 16.
But we got to
so
the
yeah,
final
Arsenal,
and we're below you. And
yeah,
don't give
because
me a sarcastic
no, it's because what happened this year? Like, you got knocked out on the last 16. What happened the year before? You get me? Yes, one final.
So
Arsenal got
one
to
Champions League final. They've had 2 semi-finals and a Europa League final.
yeah, and we had a semi-final.
Kind of
Exactly.
flex that penitentiary down the
Yeah,
bottom as well.
it's 5
Oh,
years,
fucking
you
hell.
say.
Is
So
it 5 or
Man
10? I'm not
City
quite
are
sure.
It's 5.
Yeah,
so
well,
Chelsea
teams
is
like
5.
Teams like West Ham and Leicester, well, they're not going to be even near it, unfortunately, because
But that's the reason why they've done it. It surely should be
exactly.
whoever gets
Yeah,
Well-
the
let's
last
up here in
spot should get it.
51st.
yeah, exactly. That's see, I mean, that 1 year they got Champions League football, they got 22,000 points, and the
See,
Europa
the
League
Man
last
City
this year.
here as well.
Does it count
Yeah.
Europa League as well?
Yeah, look, so you got 10,000. Look
Yeah.
at it.
Leicester
Okay.
are 51st.
That's
It's
it.
weird.
You're above AC
Like, it's
Milan.
not-
You're above
right.
AC Milan.
Is it? We're
The-
above AC Milan.
Yeah, because Milan don't make it in it. They don't make it normally.
Don't flatter
They just-
yourself. AC
Yeah,
Milan
no,
have
No,
finished
3
in
times
Europe.
in 5
Hey
years.
man, we've been in Europe. We've been in Europe twice. I'll take any victory we've got at the moment.
Yeah, so it's a
Quarterfinal
the
one
thing is,
year,
it's a loophole,
32
isn't it? It's a
next year.
loophole. It's not quite like the ESO where you get there automatically via name, because there was nothing behind that. But this is more, they can kind of say, oh, but look, they've earned it, they've done well in the Champions League, I guess, or Europa League. Like, it's different, isn't it? It's not quite the
Yeah,
same.
but
as just
why have
being
they
there.
done it? Why have
Basically,
they
they're
done
gonna have right, Lewis. Get back the graphic you had of the new Champions League laws. You had it on like 5 minutes ago.
One sec. There you go.
So basically, they're gonna add 4 teams regardless, and this is how they believe it's the fairest way to give the 4 teams out. Instead of giving each league more positions, this is what they're gonna do.
You just need to leave this shit alone in that. You know what I'm saying?
No, they have to in it because they're changing the complete format to the Swiss model. So there'll be 2
Yeah, I
groups
don't-
instead of
But
look. It'll be
why?
1 league.
I don't
You look
like
at it.
money?
I don't
It's-
like.
So
this
look at
model.
it. So you see the Super League model, right? This will be the same thing. So you look at there, 1 league instead of groups, best 8 to reach the knockouts.
Yeah,
So
see,
they're
I don't
changing
like the
up the
one.
rules.
I don't
No,
like the
but
one.
the best
league.
8 don't even get the knockouts. They get.
No, but if you
they
look
get
at the bottom
automatic
law as well-
qualification for next season too.
Exactly.
This is all dead, man. You get me? Leave it alone.
The
with
bottom law as well. The thing is, it's not about UEFA. That's what these clubs have been begging for. That's why they made the ESL in the first place. They want that Swiss model, extra games, extra revenue, and more games against the best teams in the competition.
Surely it would be the top 16, not the top 8.
That's what it said. The top 8, no, because you'd have the
Yeah,
top 6, top 8.
automatically qualify for the last 16 and for next year's group stage.
There you go.
And then you got the 2 coefficient places as well that will.
I myself, apart from the coefficient law, I like the new format. Myself, I like it. There's more games to watch if you get me. But the coefficient law is iffy, innit? If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't.
Yeah, but wasn't that one of the biggest problems for the clubs to leave in the first place? The constant addition of more games.
And that's why people don't like Europa League. More games.
I wouldn't say that. I think the issue was they think, as in the big clubs, thought they can make more money going to the ESL. So you constantly have games of Arsenal versus Real Madrid, Chelsea versus big games. You make more money.
Well, but like they have to be pissed off with UEFA as well to get to this point.
Essentially, right? Essentially, this law change, the coefficient law, is trying to get more bigger teams into the Champions League so they can earn more money.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. So that's what I'm trying to say to people. It's not like the good guys beat the bad guys. It's bad guys beat the bad guys. There's no good guy here. They're all bad as each other. They all want money. I've even heard that teams in the Premier League were paid by UEFA to return to the Champions League and Europa League. This is the game, innit? Money talks.
Yeah, even the thing that is it true about them actually getting money from UEFA, or is that just a rumor?
That's what I've heard. Would you be surprised?
I wouldn't be surprised because
did you not see that?
Footballing world.
Did you not see reports on that same day where they were saying UEFA are dropping a counter attack on the ESL? They've got an English investor with £4 billion to back into the Champions League. So money talks, man. These clubs have been paid good money to come back as well.
Yeah, it's all for Chris. It is not. You're right. We all know that you wait for the bad
exactly.
Guys.
So come back to
we were saying it before.
The points at the beginning of the season.
Perez has come out and he said now, like he was having a bit of a go at Man City. He didn't mention our name, but it's obvious it's Man City. And he basically said they were never interested in the first place. So they signed up and then they withdrew straight away. So Man City, because I know Man City didn't announce it till after Chelsea, but the paperwork had already been processed. So all I heard was that the players went into training. Yeah, well, they said the players went into training. Fernandinho demanded a meeting with our CEO. Fernandinho had a meeting, and then next minute they withdrew. So I think they listened. But our the chairman of the fan clubs or whatever he's called, Kevin, he actually spoke to them as well and was like, "This is not what our club are about." So that's why they've emailed me some apology. It says, "Dear supporter, a load of crap." And then, we made a mistake, all of that rubbish. But, at least they did withdraw because I said they had a little bit of time to do it before, it would be, I wouldn't be able to forgive them.
Wait,
but
you know
they
what?
did.
See,
yeah.
So I was reading all the potential punishments and whatever that I don't know if they'll give them, but they might give them. One of them was a points deduction of 20 points, which would put Tottenham and Arsenal 18th and 16th, which I think would be fucking hilarious.
Fantastic.
But the thing about that is, why would you punish the
this
teams?
season or next season?
It's not going to happen. It's not
This
gonna happen.
season.
There is
That's
already a
what-
punishment that isn't going to hurt fans.
They can't hurt fans
Could you
because that's the
imagine
fans
if
of the clubs that
Arsenal
will be
got a
hurt.
20-point deduction and got relegated? They play
Well,
Brighton.
then Kroenke would sell.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a
Yeah, and that's
short-term pain for a win.
Yeah.
If they
Oh,
did
the
it,
Same
thing
thing
is,
a couple of weeks ago with Newcastle getting relegated. They get relegated.
Your
so
channel will be
sells
bigger
club.
than the Championship, perhaps.
Well, listen, man, I've always heard that championship content's good. Good vlogs out there, good atmospheres away from home.
You'll be playing Wickham away.
Bro, I wouldn't mind the season out of the Premier League just to get out of this little toxic place, mate.
Boy, don't. I watched Championship most of my life. Don't diss it. It is actually quite.
No,
sick.
I'm not. I'm saying it's a good league with
5-4
good
finals,
entertainment.
man. It's good fun. 5-4 finals. You got Wes Morgan bombing down the wing for no reason and leaving no defenders behind. It's good fun.
But going back to the coefficient for a second, right? When people say it's unfair, and I fully agree on that, it's not like the ESL though. It's completely different in terms of you can earn your right there. Say if Leicester got Champions League football 10 years in a row, they'd have a higher ranking than Arsenal would have. So you can earn it. It's just a matter of.
it's when you're in there, it's going to be harder initially because you have to deal with the pots as you're all based on.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense because you know how every year, say if a team like Tottenham, right? Slav, when you made the Champions League final in 2019, right? Did you qualify the next year, like automatically?
No,
Yeah, you finished
But
fourth.
you should exactly.
you finished fourth.
Did you? So did you
Yeah.
qualify for the next year's Champions League?
18-19, you finished
Yeah, we
fourth.
qualified, but not we qualified because we finished fourth in the Premier League, not because
Okay.
we got to the final.
Now, there's a lot of teams I've seen in the past that like Arsenal this year, for example, we could get to the final of Europa League, lose it, let's just say, and we're not going to qualify for Europe next year. We've shown that we can compete at Europe. We just haven't qualified via the league, so that's why we
No,
get
you
extra
think- no.
points.
You've shown you can compete at the Europa League level, not Champions League. You're ninth in the league in that. You don't deserve Champions League. And I
Now
keep
we
this to
don't,
many
we don't.
people
But
in
that's
my
what
team.
that's how they're looking at it. I'm just looking
Yeah,
at how
but
they're
that-
gonna say it.
Yeah, and that's how they're going to say it. And this is why UEFA are fucked up as well, because it's wrong in that. You should be earn it. What did this T-shirt say at Leeds when they played Liverpool? Earn it.
That's
You should
bollocks.
get in the Champions League based on the top four in that. I'm saying there's no way you can be
I agree.
6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th and get into the Premier competition. You haven't earned it despite what you do.
Or
You
second
can
half
reach
of the
final.
table, let alone
Yeah.
ninth. It
Yeah,
could be
I'm saying.
17th.
But that's,
Yeah, but we-
no, but what
ridiculous.
we're saying, I think
No,
you
but it's
should
not like
apply
that,
to
bro.
all
It's not like that.
If you win
You
the
have
League
to
Cup,
be-
you win the Europa League. You should. What if?
Exactly.
What if
Okay, so in this
for example,
wait. In this
Palace
incident,
in the
Brent,
Europa
you could
League,
get
the
you could
League
get
Cup.
relegated and be in the Champions League the next
No,
year.
no. That's not how it works. So the way it works is you still would have to be in a European space. So
So top
7th,
7.
6th, 5th. Yeah, top 7.
Okay, so they just extended the Champions League spots from 4 to 7. I don't think the top 7
They're
should get
trying
into
to
the
get
league.
the big teams back in the Champions League.
understand
Teams
that,
like
but the-
Arsenal,
Yeah.
teams like Man United that have been out of it, they need them in
And it's
that.
a money grab. Yeah, it's a money
Yeah,
grab.
this is what I was talking about, by the way. I told you the PR.
Yeah, it's
we
a
have
money
big
grab.
plans to make that make sense. Read the quote out. Just read the quote out.
We have big plans to invest. We have plans. We want to be great again. But a long-term model does not support long-term high investment. What? We have no
Man sounds-
intention.
Man sounding like Donald
A
Trump.
long-term
Basically, this is what they
Donald
said.
Trump.
This is what they're saying. This is
Make
what they're saying.
America great again.
Innit?
This is
Make
this is what they're
Arsenal great
saying. Right?
again.
What they're saying is
I'm just
we'll
gonna
invest to
wear-
get back into the
wear the
Champions League. Sorry.
You're gonna wear the "Make America Great" hat and make him. I can't get my word.
It is red.
But the
It
whole
is
point
red.
being, what they've just said, right, is we're going to invest money to get back Arsenal in the Champions League, or once 2024 comes around, and Arsenal most likely will get Champions League football every year. And then after that, we're done. We're not going to invest any money. We want just Champions League football, get the money from that, and that's it, basically. There's no ambition to win the title.
Yeah, but that's what we knew from them from the start.
Exactly.
Back
Well,
when it was
Wenger
the
was in it
Wenger days,
for so
when we
long.
was getting top 4. Wenger's job wasn't up for grabs.
Did you
until
see
he
the
dropped out of top
Did you
4.
see the? Let me show you something. Okay, you carry on for a sec. Let me find this tweet for you first.
Yeah, go for it. But like we've known the situation from Arsenal for years. This is why Wenger was starting to lose his job around the 17-18 season. You dropped out top 4, and then you weren't
Yeah, here
getting
it
back
is.
to the top 4 the season after that. All right, let's
Let me share my screen with this.
Yeah, no worries.
This is it's a very interesting graphic. I think this is from the Swiss Ramble, so I believe they're pretty reliable.
Yeah, Swiss Ramble's reliable.
So this
Can
is
you make
let
that
me-
bigger, man? I barely can see it.
What?
So it says Premier League source of funds, right? So you have operations, owner financing, external loans. They're all colorgraphed. Look at Arsenal from
Oh
2008.
God.
That's why Arsene Wenger deserves so much respect. It was all money we made of players we sold, money made from stadium. There was no owner investment. There wasn't.
That's
Fucking
ridiculous.
hell, ours is much better.
You had a lot of loans. Look at that external loans, yellow.
86% owner financing from Chelsea.
Look at Man City.
Oh my god.
Look at Bournemouth at the bottom.
Bournemouth
Manchester
2%. Is that
City
2 or 7?
19.
Seven.
Seven.
19.
Seven.
We have
Okay.
no shame. We don't have shame. Oh my god.
Just I still West Brom is above you by 2%. Who would have thought that? Oh no, wait, where are
There you
you?
go.
Oh no, but like
No, that's operations.
operations. Wait, I've got it the wrong way around. I can't read.
Big up Rokar as well, saying what about Nottingham Forest who won the Champions League?
Yeah, that
twice?
wouldn't
They
count.
won't have nothing to do with the car.
Yeah, but it was
What
so
about-
many
Because it's
years
lost.
ago.
No, it's because it's
cares?
recent success, recent level of
Exactly.
success. So if Arsenal were the Champions League 20 years in a row, but that was 10 years ago, let's just say now.
Yeah,
What
look at
about-
our clubs, man. This is ridiculous. 90% owner
What is
financing from City.
How much
this is,
from the last,
Yeah, club funding versus operations, owner financing.
Yeah,
So
but
green
that's
is how much
because
money you
Man-
actually make.
Bournemouth as well. They need to have a
Man
look
City
at
don't.
themselves too.
Yeah,
but-
but-
Man City's costs are not high.
What's this?
That's why.
What's this?
So this is
Source of
as I said,
funds
it says
from
Premier
08
League source of funds.
2017.
So green is money you make that you use again, let's just say, and
Okay.
yeah, red is owner financing, so money that's injected into the club via
Oh,
the
right, right.
owners.
Okay.
So look at
We have the
Arsenal, the
best
only club
owners.
with 100% operations. That's Arsene Wenger's era. 2008, 2017.
That's like the whole serious banter era for Wenger and everything. That's
No trophies, isn't it? That's what it was.
That's mad. No,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
you had
2000
the FA Cup stat pads, Ruda.
There you go.
That's
Towards the end of it.
You know what?
2014, didn't
Though? If you look at Man City's now, it'll be different. That was because Man City have been like self-sufficient for quite a few years now, so it'll be a lot more green now.
Same with
they-
I don't think that Aaron's put any money in for 5 years.
Yeah, but you still had the investment. We've never had that investment.
Yeah,
that level of
yeah.
investment. Neither
But our
of
owners
teams like
were
Tottenham
good.
or
This
Man
is
United.
This is why the whole Super
You
League
should.
thing has
Regardless
hurt
of what
everyone,
happens
because
if you're a
everyone
top
said he's
club.
not put a foot wrong.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's why that quote from Josh Kroenke, where it says short-term financing, yeah, long-term financing, no. That just says once you get back into that Champions League and you keep getting it year in year out, we don't care. We don't want to win the league. We don't want to invest in the league.
Yeah.
What
They're
a
not
great
bothered
quote.
because
Great
like,
man, lovely
if you
man.
look at,
And then he's
Power for Kroenke.
yeah, he
Well,
is
if
a
you look
Tottenham
at the
fan, legit.
Champions
He is a
League-
Tottenham fan.
Yo, foot cronky in it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it.
If you,
They got Daniel Levy. It's not like it's
if
any better at
you-
Tottenham.
Not flawless. You a gooner?
Nah, because of what them man tried to pull in it. A foot cronky in it. FSG, all of them in it. I'm not over what them man tried to pull with the European Super. My head's still hot about it now and that.
Kroenke can stay.
Nah,
Kroenke can
no.
stay.
Forget all that. I was all for it for banter purposes and that. It was great what he was doing, but them man took it too far in it. You know what I'm saying? And that. What them man tried to pull, took it.
Flawless, I understand. I hear every word that you're saying, but thank God we're here on Shameless FC, so I can say big up Cronky, big up Levy, regardless. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Big up
We're all
Kroenke,
out of it,
respect
so agenda's
Kroenke.
sticking back on it.
I might get an
We'll,
I
we'll
love
do it on the
Kroenke
show and
shirt.
they'll back you when you go down to your stadium. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. When you lot do the protest, we'll be by your side. But as soon as the protest,
I might come down for the protest with a Kroenke in banner.
Yeah, don't do that, fam.
You'd get killed.
And a
No,
Tottenham shirt, you get set on fire.
No,
bro.
it's a
Yeah,
good-
don't do. I like you,
It's a
Slav.
good
Don't
one
do that.
working. It's a
Hey,
good
Innit?
one
We
working.
want you alive.
Go together, hand in hand. I don't even give a
It's a
shit.
good
Like
one working tomorrow, isn't it?
let me check. Is there anything
There's
else?
people in the comments here going like Enoch in or whatever. I am Enoch in. I'm Levy in. So
Oh, what? So you
Whoa.
prefer both of them to stay?
we'd be people. It's a conversation for another time. I don't agree with the Super League and I don't agree with any of that. I'm on the same page as you. But when it comes to the way our club is run, I dread to think where we would be without.
No, bro, talk to us
Daniel
about it,
Levy.
because I've been saying like the Super League affects every club differently, and every club are pissed
No.
off at their owners, but it doesn't mean every club wants theirs out. Like we're the same way with
Football-
Roman.
when it comes to
Jan's
football
our
decisions,
owners as well.
when it comes
It's
to
only
football
because of
decisions,
how they treat your club, but go for it.
when it comes to football decisions, obviously Daniel Levy knows absolutely nothing. Hence why he's got so many big decisions wrong when it comes to managers and players and whatnot and transfers and everything is. But when it comes to how our club is run, like, he is a business genius. He is an absolute genius, and no one's going to come in and buy the club anyway. So. For me, look, what happened with the Super League is obviously a disgrace, but he's still not going anywhere. So, and the way he runs the club, he'll still invest here and there. He'll still. I just don't. Well, I actually read the other day that he was trying to find a sporting director to come in, right? Which is exactly what we need. Someone to come in and take control of the football side of the things, so he can sit in the back and do all the business, right? 'Cause
Yo,
he's doing
Levy,
both of
if you
them,
want to
man.
appoint a sporting director, I'm the guy. Bring me in. I'll sort Tottenham out, mate.
But also,
I'll sort Tottenham out.
you do sound like you're in a loveless marriage, and all you're counting on her is not cheating on you, and that's her only criteria.
Bro, man just gave
And
up.
that's
He's
what
like, yo,
it
we're
is,
not winning the league title. We're just gonna be happy
she
with where
doesn't
we are.
cheat
So
on me,
keep them.
man. So it's all good. Like she's not slept with another man. That's what it feels like, to be honest.
Slav, be honest, right? Do you ever see Spurs
really-
under Levy winning a league title?
I love this market. Oh my
No.
god.
And do I see Tottenham
Yeah.
winning a league title under somebody else? Unless
That's
the
what I
City
mean.
owners are coming in. Flawless, it really isn't that funny. I don't.
It really was. It really was.
Nah,
yo.
man.
Oh my god.
You're an adult, bro. It's not that
Do you know
funny.
what? Do you know what?
Yeah,
It's
yo, you
funny
got under the
because-
skin,
It's because it's the way you said it as well. It was like, yeah.
He's like, I
Oh,
feel
it's
like I've been cheated on, and I'm taking her back. So I'm gonna have
Yeah.
sex with her from behind, so I don't have to look at her face. That's why how he was saying.
Oh.
Ah,
That's what it feels like. I was like,
oh my
she,
god.
she makes a nice chicken sandwich.
She makes a nice.
No, on a serious note, though, I hear what you're saying. So you're saying Levy's good as long as you don't get him involved in the football side of the business. That's what you're saying.
So hang on, I asked him a question. Let me ask it one more time so people can
He
hear it
makes a
clearly.
nice chicken
So you don't
sandwich.
think you're winning a league title ever under Levy?
If things stay as they are, no. If he gets a sporting director in and gets someone else to take.
So then why would you be
Because
happy with that? Surely you'd want to change that.
Babs, did you watch the Amazon documentary?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah, so there's the guy. You might not remember. There's a guy called Steve Hitchin, our scout on our scouting team, who in the documentary turns around to the cameras and goes, "Yeah, I hate the January transfer window. Just what you want to hear from your head scout, yeah." Like I was like, "What?" So that does that not sum it up? So once like people like that step away from the football side of things, we could invest. Like we could sign decent players and have a chance of going for a title. But no, we won't win a title if he's here and he's in charge of the football side of things. Because he still keeps making decisions on the transfers and like the Bale transfer, right? I know Mourinho's not here anymore, but Mourinho didn't want him at the time. It was Daniel Levy who did all of it. Like, that shouldn't be happening. Your chairman should not be choosing who you sign and going, this is like I want him. That's not what you employ a manager and you say to the manager, who do you want to build your team at any club? So
Liverpool didn't, and they won the league with it, with Mohamed Salah and people like that.
What?
You said okay. No. Go on.
Jurgen
go on.
Klopp wasn't in charge of some of them transfers that Liverpool got to win the league.
He was in charge.
He's come out publicly and said Salah wasn't mine. I didn't want Salah.
I'm telling you.
He said he didn't want Salah.
Yeah. Oh, he said Salah wasn't my decision.
So
FSG brought him in, not us.
Yeah,
Not
Liverpool have got a decent board, I guess.
Mad. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was involved.
He came out halfway through or 3/4 of the way through the season and went, yeah, he wasn't on my. I didn't want him. I didn't have a choice. He was coming, but I didn't have a say in any of that. It was going to happen.
Crazy.
So we didn't say anything. Mohamed Salah.
No, Tottenham need to start making proper footballing decisions. Like this appointment that we're going to make in the summer, whoever it is going to be, is the biggest appointment in Levy's history at Tottenham. He's got to pick a manager who's going to who's going to build a squad and build a team. So he's got some big decisions to do because a lot of the squad need to be cleared out. We need signings, and he needs to pick a manager and he needs to let the manager pick the signings as well. So big summer ahead for us.
Okay, cool. We'll head back more into the footballing aspect of things because Bab's seen. We can what?
Huh?
Oh, Knuckles. Alright, cool. I didn't even hear what you said initially. But we'll go back into the football aspect of things. We haven't touched on Arsenal yet, so we will touch on them. A heroic comeback at the Emirates. Eddie with a 96th minute equaliser to save Arsenal's blushes. In what was an otherwise very frustrating 90 minutes for all those associated with Arsenal Football Club. But another heroic comeback against the West London side to get a big draw in the London derby. Babs, how's your week been, man? Big up yourself.
Do you know what? I completely forgot about that game. So I ain't pissed off about it anymore. I just ain't. Like, after the game, I was pissed off.
Yeah. Sorry, just want to know why.
So after the game.
Nketiah-
Sorry?
No, I think you said
What did you say?
asking why Eddie and Nketiah celebrated like that. I think
Yeah, so I was going to say that. I said the only thing that actually, that performance, right? A lot of men will say, oh, it's frustrating. I said it was frustrating, but should have won that game comfortably 3-4-0. So then would I complain? No. The only thing that pissed me off the most was that celebration, because the rest of the Arsenal players, Nketiah could celebrate. He's a kid, I can see why he'd celebrate. He's a young guy. What about the rest of the players? He's 20 or 21, bro. He ain't no old player, bro. So he's a young buck. He ain't scored in a while, so I can see why he celebrate. I don't know why he did that, but hey, it is what it is. But the rest of the players, the more experienced players, should be getting them coming. Let's go back. Let's start again. But I was just pissed off. If you watch my reaction, like it sounds like Arsenal have conceded a goal because I was just violating these, man. Because I was just pissed off because of what you're not doing. But end of the day, in terms of the performance, as I said, we could have won that game. We should have won that game. Fulham had one shot on target, and that was the penalty, which was dodgy in the first place. So, it is what it is, man. As I said, I don't really care about the league anymore. I just don't care about the league. That's why tomorrow's game doesn't matter to me. The protest does. So, that's what I'm
Who you
looking
not
at.
playing tomorrow?
Everton. Friday at home.
Everton.
They're gonna
What
want
time?
revenge.
What time's kickoff?
8:15 or 8 o'clock or something like
15. And it's that your protest is starting at 6, isn't it?
that. Protest will start at 6. I'll be there at probably 5:30 ish.
Yeah.
Is it a home for you guys or away? It's away, right?
Emirates.
Oh, it's home. Okay.
I was gonna say the game's a proper afterthought.
going
That's what they've done.
Yeah.
Say that again.
It's fucked everything.
Everything that's happened the last week is an afterthought.
Yeah.
Because
Doesn't
the
matter.
Leicester game, forgotten about the Leicester game. Babs forgot about the draw. Like I didn't even clock Spurs played on the Friday.
Yeah, like our last
We
game.
played
I don't even know
today.
what- Yeah, I'm trying
We
to get
played
my head
last
back
night.
into the game.
Because if you deep it right, the Arsenal result was
Blue,
just
played
before
last night.
the Super League dropped. Just before. Yeah, because the Arsenal game was
We
at
played
finished
last
at what was it? You sorry?
No, go on.
Oh yeah, you were saying Spurs played last night. I forgot they played as well.
Exactly. Games don't matter. Even Chelsea played 0-0 draw. No one really cares about that.
Oh fuck that.
Even Liverpool played and they drew 1-1. No one cares about that. Like, literally every game has gotten out of thing. The Super League was just it took everything over.
It really did it.
The teams as well.
It sucked it sucked the whole room out. I mean, the whole air out of the room, and that. Like no one just like we need to get back to it. That's how bad this European Super League is that these things are afterthoughts. You know what I'm saying? Top
Do you know
four
what,
race
though?
afterthought. Carabao Cup final
Yes.
afterthought.
I know of people and I've seen people that were for it. Like I'm not even lying. I've seen people that
I've
were
seen
for
people for
it
it too.
because they were like, "This is the revolution.
Fully
This is
for
the."
it, or were they trying to find positives of it? Because
No,
for me,
they were
my
for it.
initial reaction was to try and find the positives of it as well. And
Yeah,
I
but the
could see how it was
positives-
financially viable for the clubs that were involved in that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
where it all stopped
It.
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's it. That's
You know
where
what
it
it
all
is?
No, but to be fair, right,
the
Neil,
negatives
there was a
of what-
few things that I liked, the concepts I liked about it. The refereeing, in terms of, they said they're gonna mic the referees. I don't mind micing the referees. They said they're gonna get what was it? Nah, there was one thing they said
They said they were going to have a
They're
second
just gonna
salary caps.
Americanize it.
You know, that's what it was. They were gonna Americanize it. They were gonna have wage caps, salary caps. You know, basically things that
Half-time
you would
cheerleaders
have
and
in
that.
it. Maybe I wouldn't complain about that. But you know, NBA stuff basically. You get me? That's what they were making it into the NBA, a franchise essentially. Yeah, that's what it was. And I wasn't for that. But in terms of some of the
Halftime shows and that.
yeah, that's what it was.
I
man.
would
Beyonce at
actually
half
be a
time.
cheerleader for Man City there, if we're being honest. That's quite a good job, that.
Cheerleader for Man
Being a
City. if you
cheerleader for Man City.
Oh, I thought you said you used to do cheerleading for City. I was like, wait, what? I never even knew City did
No, I
that
used to be a
shit.
cheerleader, but not for City.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, there were things with the Super League that I initially liked. There was things where I also saw where I thought if they changed it up, I could be a lot
Yeah.
more for it as well. But my main problem was the same thing with everyone else, that it kills all the leagues down below it. And for me, it was like if you can incorporate them into it and make it more similar to the Champions League, then there's something we can
Yeah.
talk about.
Also, one more thing that was full is the fact they were going to sell it, so like an Amazon or a Disney Plus. So instead of probably being like this Sky and BT bollocks, it would have been subscriptions online and you're done. They've been talking about that for a while as well. So that's one thing I was for. But yeah, the fact that you were there via just name, I'm against that. That's not fair
But
play.
why would they charge? We don't know the price. It could have been even more than Sky and BT.
Nah,
put
it wouldn't
together.
be. It wouldn't have been. They've already said they wouldn't have been. I've seen videos about how Amazon would take Premier League over, and it'd be like it'd be part of the subscription fee. It's like Netflix kind of.
I don't trust it, man. Because it's all about money. At the end of the day, they've proved that it's all about money. So
Exactly,
if they can
it
get
is about money.
£200 off you,
So,
they will get
put-
£200 off you,
put it this way.
regardless.
If you want to watch Sky and BT in the UK, you spend £40 per month, right? So not everyone has it. There's people that don't have it. So if you were to make it, let's just say £10 a month, you get all the games in the Super League.
But
More people
why
will buy
do you
it.
think that's going to be the case? They've already realised that money is
So,
key.
as I said,
money is
I've watched videos about that. So if you have a cheaper product, it will sell more as well. So you get me, or more people will buy it. Less illegal streaming.
The only
more
problem they
affordable.
might do though is they might sell it cheap, and then the next season after it goes up
Maybe.
to like £50 a month, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There's a
You're
video on
already in the.
I
That's
don't
the problem.
trust them keeping it the same price. I know Amazon Prime
Yeah.
or whatever, but
There's a video on T4 Football. Search it up if you're watching right now. Go watch that video after this. You'll see what I mean.
okay. I can't take. Okay, I can't have anything
Yeah,
else. To
like I
watch.
said, we don't. Neil touched on it there, and it's saying that we know that it's all a money grab, and that's why this thing was so
It is.
bad. Because I said this about the Super League. I keep saying this. The idea I didn't have an issue with. The idea of the Super League makes sense. I'm just saying the execution and the timing of it was absolutely disgusting. That's the biggest problem I have with it.
And it's the fact
And-
that they didn't even discuss it with the players. Even if they
Yes.
discussed it with the
Managers,
players,
yeah.
they were on board. The players didn't even know. They found out on social media, like us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
That's ridiculous. That's just common decency to tell. Yeah, to tell your managers, be like, all right,
Bro, I
your
think
whole
when
world can
Pear
change.
Cech came out,
Yeah.
I think the likes of Pear Cech, who was I'm not sure if he's director of football or something similar to the role. He wasn't
Fourth
even talking
goalkeeper.
about. It's only the CEOs that know, or only the people like
Yeah.
really high up in the pyramid of
Yeah,
their club
yeah.
that knew. Everyone else was kept in the dark. Big up at Jill with the donation saying the Netflix model is to lure customers in with low prices, create a monopoly, and raise prices forever thereafter. You can enjoy prices for a minimum. Is this him talking about the streaming thing that they were talking
Probably
about? creating
Netflix.
the Super
Probably.
League as
Amazon
well?
Prime
probably.
model.
No, but the whole point being, what I'm trying to make clear is, while the Super League wasn't right, and it wasn't, what we have right now is still far from right. Even the current
100%.
broadcasters, they're so like, the amount of. Remember when they were charging £15 to watch Burnley versus Sheffield United? How is that? How
Or
are they
like a
thinking? Because they're all about the
5:45
fans.
kickoff.
Exactly. Now they're all about the fans. The fans.
Yeah,
They were
we
talking
know.
about the fans, and they're not about the fans.
They're
know.
not
You're not
about
about
the
the
fans.
fans.
Well, you guys know, you
But to be
especially you
honest-
two, your American owners, no big time. They've just
You know what?
drained your club like no tomorrow. They've not invested anything in it.
True say, man.
Do you know what I think's really good though? Because this Super League, even though it's a complete shambles, I think it's actually it's opened people's eyes, because if you think about it,
It's real.
when that whole thing happened, all of Sky and BT and all them were like groveling, saying, "What about the fans?" So what people are now saying is, just a few days ago, you were saying, "What about the fans?" And now you need to make improvements in your
Yes.
business
Exactly.
to deal with the
Exactly.
fans. So I feel like this has opened a door, and this is why I'm saying this UEFA thing, this coefficient thing. If people are really against that, I honestly believe that they will have to change it, because we've already seen what can happen if so many people are against something. And I think
Yes.
this is kind of, because I always felt like fans didn't really have a lot of power. Like, yeah, we did the 30 away day cap, which got granted, but everything else, it's like you've always felt like you can't really have too much of a say. But I
We
think
won
this is showing,
PPV though, surely.
yeah,
PPV was the exact thing that fans won.
Yeah.
I say that's what. There's not many, Jan, but that's
You
one.
see
of them.
though,
Yeah.
you see that I agree with that, but you see that all these clubs they announced and their statements were like, we left because of the fans, That's bollocks. They got paid money to leave. That's the truth. They got paid by UEFA. UEFA said we're gonna get the coefficient in, so you're gonna get what you want as well in a way. You're gonna get a Swiss model, the one league where you have more games against the biggest teams. That's what it was. It's not really all about the fans. Like it should be, but those clubs are lying to us. They're not. It's not about the fans. They want the
but
money.
I don't know about that, because it says, like Perez said, that Man City left before that. So Man City left before that whole protest, because he said that they were never interested anyway and they backed out. So I don't know.
still
That's
joined.
what I-
Even PSG and that, like
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
they
They
still
join though.
Does
They
it? Does
still
it not
join.
piss
Yeah,
you
well,
off though, Jan, that a
I'm
Manchester
not-
United guy is on your statement on your club website? Like the Manchester
I
United
know.
bloke.
it was all
Like-
about the money, man.
You know-
Once
Was
they
that the
got money
Joe? Was
back,
that the Joe?
that's
Glazer
why.
statement?
Yeah.
Was that the
Yeah,
Joe
Nobody
Glazer
really,
statement?
the
Go
only
on.
the only thing they said the only thing they released to I think Man United were the only thing they said to the people working there was we're pulling out. Until that point they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
say anything. Literally nothing. Liverpool have Manchester United's owners on their website. That's a disgrace in itself.
I know. It's because that statement was copied and pasted, because every single club
Yeah.
had exactly the same statement. So
'Cause
they were
nobody said
given that
anything.
statement to publish. They didn't.
And they
That
just
wasn't
left
in
the
their own
managers.
words, because it didn't mention anything about the club. It didn't mention anything about the players. It was a copied and pasted statement that they've been given when they signed up. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just a mess. I'm not trying to defend Man City, because I think they're just as bad, and that's why I've said whatever sanctions they want to throw at us, City will have to deal with it, because they should have never got involved. That goes against everything that our club believe. And Man City have always been that club that have been helping other teams out. We've been on the outside looking in. We've been that poor club that had no money. We've been where every single club in this league has been at one stage. Do you know what I mean, in terms of that? So, yeah, I didn't agree with Man City at all. And, if they dock us points and they dock us points, that's on City. can't really do anything about it. But
There
yeah,
isn't-
I think it's good that they
We
got
were
out
speaking
anyway.
about this on
They've
Sarcasm
gone
City
ahead with it.
yesterday
I
as
don't
well.
think I could support them fit. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
No, we were speaking about some Sarcasm City as well. Imagine if everyone gets hit with a 20-point deduction for the start of the season. How either that would fuck
Everyone
up
should
certain clubs, or how much more competitive
would
will
be
the Premier
relegated.
League for the next season.
They said at the
great.
start of the season.
They should do that.
Yeah, start the
You'd still be
season.
relegated.
No. If we
But
did
the thing is, I've
I mean,
seen
if we
people
did it-
say
You
the
can't do it
CEO.
now. You can't do it
I've seen-
now.
I've
Arsenal will
seen
get
your
relegated.
comments like book to come out, but he's one piece of a jigsaw puzzle. It's not just like, oh, he goes, everything gets better. It's not like that. It's gonna be after wholesale change. It's not just this kind of, oh, we'll get rid of
The
one guy and
CEOs
then
for the
it's like
club,
when they said, oh,
the
we
people in charge of the
murdered
Premier
Osama
League,
bin
the
Laden.
people in
Oh yeah,
charge
it's all
of the
done now. Everybody can go fine. That's what it's like.
Job's not done. That's what it is.
Exactly. It's not just we
Nowhere
got the
near
head. We got
done.
the head guys done. Like the Glazers have got rid of. Well, not even got rid of. Thingy Woodward's resigned. Woodward's resigned, but that's
so
not the
happy he
problem.
resigned, the prick. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
He's
it
part of the
doesn't-
problem.
mate,
Yeah, don't solve it. Yeah,
Celebrated for about 30 minutes, and the issue is still there.
It's still there.
95, 97%.
It's not- do you know what, right?
Still there.
I
Here's a
just can't
photo.
stand him, so I'm just happy about it and that. But I get your point, though. We know there's more work to be done in that. But he is
100%.
one of the soldiers, so I'm glad.
And the
he
only
has
way we
that.
can do that is by
as well.
uniting everybody together.
Look at that. That's
That was
a
from
very
2017,
interesting
right?
photo. That's a very interesting photo.
Look at these.
Yeah, because they're all mates.
Yeah, look at
That's
him.
why I find it really
That's
weird,
what
like,
I'm
the
trying to
clubs
make clear.
don't
Daddy
hate
Ronan,
each other.
never.
That's
Right.
why it's not just one team that's pushed it. They are all as bad as each other.
Mhm.
Don't give me this team's out of it. You know, there's no. Everyone's just as bad because look at
No,
they're all
no,
eating away, they all face
yeah,
the
they're
wall.
all as bad as each other. They're all as bad.
And I think they got what they wanted in a way because I was hearing some reports, right, that they held this over UEFA's head, which they did, didn't it? They said, "Oh, we're going to leave to get what they want," and they got that money and extra spaces.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
No, but that was announced. that UEFA thing, that Champions League thing has been in the planning for a bit. They've not announced that because of this.
Yeah, but that's
the
because
reason why the Super League's been announced before it is to say we're going for this instead. But then what's happened is it's backfired.
who do you
Otherwise, they
reckon-
would have gone
Where
with
did it
that
all
regardless.
start?
Exactly. Who
Who
do you
was
think
still
pushed
in
it in
it?
the first place?
Who was
do you
still
think
in
pushed
it?
it?
Where did it
Well,
all start?
they said 5 years ago that they met to discuss this Super League. That was 5 years
There you
ago.
go.
And I remember reading about it because this is why I was so annoyed when I heard Man City linked with it, because I remember it came out a few years ago and Pep was dead against it. And I think Jurgen Klopp was, but obviously Liverpool was still involved. But Man City were nowhere near it. And then all of a sudden they've signed it. And I was like, what is this all about? You were nowhere
Yeah,
near
but-
it. Because Man City were not mentioned in anything until this month when they've signed the stupid thing that they weren't even involved with. So I'm not saying Man City. I'm still angry at Man City for getting involved, but I'm just saying this has been in the planning for a while, and it was the American owners. They've been trying to change it for the longest amount of time. So I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess.
No
Yes.
relegation stuff
Statement
is
saying that they're
stupid.
staying in the Super League.
Sorry, who?
Barca released a statement like 20, 30 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
they are.
saying
Boss,
they're
no, because they
Was it
can't
dead?
come back in it. They've committed too much.
So Barcelona.
What
still-
about
it's
the?
really a thing that Barca and Madrid can't come back.
See what you're not deep in. I told you, man, as well. The English teams got paid. The teams in Spain didn't get paid. So why do you think they're still there?
got paid? What do you mean? Paid to leave or paid?
We
what do
got
you mean?
paid.
Yeah, we
for
as in
that.
it was a reported on that night that English teams got paid to come back.
Okay, right. I get your point.
And
Right.
and you look at it, look at what teams returned on that night as well. And if you listen to the quotes of Ceferin, the president of UEFA, on that same day, he literally said to the English clubs, "You've made a mistake. There's still the door's still open to come back." And he said the English clubs specifically as well, because he knew we held all the power in it, the 6 clubs in the Premier League, except for Tottenham. They get rid of Tottenham. The 5 teams basically, we held the power. Tottenham could have stayed. No one give a damn about Tottenham. Right? I don't know how they were there in the first place. Like all jokes
we
aside,
got-
how would
we
they?
got-
How
we
was
gonna
Spurs there
discuss
in the
Both
first
of
place?
you.
We
Both-
discussed
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I was
No,
gonna
but
say,
but,
this is
but
not
Arsenal
just- this
were
is not
Arsenal were a
Tottenham,
massive
this is
institution.
North London
What are
slang.
Spurs? What are Spurs? And be honest, what are Spurs in that Europe?
Does anyone else think we live rent free in this guy's head?
No, bro,
Yeah.
I'm being factual here. Even Perez, you've seen the video of Perez. He's going clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea. He named every club and he forgot about Tottenham.
Yeah,
They
but you
forgot
can't
about
read, and you're just doing it alphabetical order. That's what it was.
No, it wasn't that,
Yeah,
man.
but
Yeah,
Perez
bro, I'm
also
telling you.
there were 40 Chelsea fans.
I'm telling you, Spurs should not been in there, and they don't like. If Arsenal don't, you think Spurs
you
deserve
really
it?
should be in
Leicester
there.
should have been
When
over
was the last
Spurs.
time you were in the Champions League?
When's the last time you won a trophy, bro?
You were in the Champions League.
When's the last time you won a trophy?
It's not about
See,
trophies.
hey, Lewis,
it's about
Lewis,
This
you
is
were right.
weak London standards, man.
Yeah,
Shame.
Lewis,
Shame.
you was right about this is definitely an Agenda FC episode. We gonna pattern that and make this happen and that without question and that.
Oh, man said Tottenham shit I was in after one trophy in 30 years, and that was a Carabao Cup. Oh, come off it, man. Come off it.
I'm gonna be real. This goes to both of you, lot. I don't know how either Arsenal or Spurs made the Super League.
Is it
But I
come
know
down
PSG
to
didn't come out. This was
Bruv,
their-
everyone knows the three big pillars in the Premier League, right, have been Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal. We're the three biggest clubs in the England right now. History-wise,
It's
overall.
the English Super
Right?
League or the
11
European
cut
Super
up.
League.
The whole point being,
What do you,
that's what I'm
what do you
saying.
mean? What do you
The
mean
three big-
exactly? The three big
What do you mean?
pillars of
Yeah.
recent.
No, I'm not saying recently, did I? I said in the history of the Premier League, throughout the entirety of the Premier
Of
League.
course,
Yeah,
we
I know
can't.
you're
put
11.
It's Arsenal,
Who's going to be the next
Man
one?
United, and Liverpool. Sorry?
Don't you remember Arsenal's double in the 30s? Like that's why we gotta get him into
Bro,
the
see
Super
this, bruv.
Come on,
Even
now.
Gary Neville said it. Gary said the three clubs, right, that he cares about is not Tottenham and Chelsea, Man City, because you kind of new to it.
rather watch San Marino than either of us. So shut
Yeah,
up.
but I'm not referring to that. I'm not referring to that, but I'm referring to the fact that he said the
Just
three
shut up.
clubs that have got the
Just
historically
shut
been the
up.
three
Just
biggest
shut
clubs.
up.
All right, when the Premier League was founded, right, in 2000,
Alright.
no, it was in
Can someone mute
1992.
him so we
right?
can just get
Hang
with
on.
the conversation about football.
Oh, look at this guy, man. You only because Tottenham won the conversation, man. Go fucking
Nobody
wank over
cares what
Ryan
you're talking
Mason's
about.
Ryan Mason smiling and celebrating on the touchline, bro. Look,
Nobody
what I'm
cares
saying,
about
right, is
what
in
you're talking
1992, the
Look
five
around.
teams, the big five at the time, right, that separated the Premier League from the league and all the leagues, right, was Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Everton, and there was someone else. It wasn't Tottenham and Chelsea and Man City.
Yeah, but how
yeah.
long ago was
It's
1992?
changed, exactly.
The
Man
whole point
City
being-
are the example of that now. So you
I'm not
can't
saying
even use it,
success.
back
What-
in the day.
what are you
Well,
guys
just
not
take it back.
understanding?
Just go Nottingham Forest then. Fuck it.
So what
Yeah,
do
they
you
are.
think?
Nottingham Forest are bigger than the likes of Chelsea and Man City, in my opinion. So are Aston Villa.
What,
I-
can we
doesn't mean they're more successful.
European trophies.
The thing is,
Success
I
is
don't understand
different
this whole. Yeah,
Shots
but
fired.
being a big club doesn't really matter. Like at the end of the
Well,
day,
if you get
like
the
say
hop
for
on.
example, Man City.
Yeah.
Say for example, Man City said straight away they don't want to
I'm
get
done.
involved. Say like this was proposed to everyone, and Man City said we're not getting involved, and Chelsea said we're not getting involved. How are you going to have a Super League without two of the main contenders for trophies? You know what I mean? Like
Can we spot the
Man
odd one
City
out, please?
winning the Premier year, and then you've got the Super League.
Put some
that they're not
respect on
in.
Leicester's name. We got one.
Oh shit, we top.
Can we-
No,
Man,
yeah,
can we-
exactly.
can we spot the odd one out?
Again.
Where's-
Oh
where's
my
top?
days.
Can we spot the odd one out, please?
Yeah, where's Leicester? Neil
Okay,
was
you
right.
spot the odd- No, but no, it's not Leicester because that's the teams that are in the Super League, so you
They're
can't have
not
Leicester.
in it. Yeah,
Right, we're top. Even though as bad we've been, we're still top over the last 30 years. Man.
the odd one out is
Yeah, but 30
Barcelona.
years is a long time, man.
Yeah, but I didn't expect that though.
Time.
Yo,
Man
we've been
United have
terrible.
just been dominating.
Yeah, we've been terrible for like the past 10 years or so. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but
Some shots and
30,
stuff
bro.
like
30.
Yeah, look, Flawless, right? You've been terrible and also been terrible as well. How many trophies have you won the last 10 years? You won 10 years, right? You won a Premier League,
Yeah.
2012. You won a Europa League.
Yeah.
You won, I think, 2 FA Cups, an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup. You've still won something in your
that's
worst
true.
period.
You got
Now, what have
points.
Tottenham won? What have Tottenham won in that period?
Right.
We'll
I
see
do
next
want to.
What have they won?
Everyone says Chelsea was formed in 2004. Yeah, just that.
You got points
but
still.
that's
17
kind
is impressive. That's impressive still.
Just,
is
just
impressive.
saying, innit? Just saying.
Because Chelsea have
Just saying.
been more successful since 2004 than any other team, if I'm right in saying.
I think it's further back than that. Oh no, any other team? Yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
How did City
league,
only
in the
have
league.
major honours in his last 30? Oh yeah, 6 because City have won that.
Yeah, because Carabao Cup, the league, so it says league main cup in Europe. So Copa del Rey in
okay.
Spain, or you get me?
Yeah. That's why I just expected
Yeah,
to
see,
see
no one
that.
even counts the Carabao Cup, bruv. Nobody counts the Carabao Cup today,
Of course
mate.
you lot don't want to add the Carabao Cup. You lot never
No,
win
no,
it.
bro. I'm talking about it. Main honors. You have the main cup. So in Spain, Copa del Rey. In the Bundesliga, it's the DFB Pokal, right? And then you have the league. And then you have when you win a treble,
I'm just
right?
salty
Flawless.
because
Flawless
we
knows
are
about it.
anyway,
Flawless. When
bro.
you won a treble, what were the 3 trophies?
The Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. The
Now, so
proper
replace
treble.
the FA Cup with, say, Man City won the Carabao Cup, won the Premier League, and the Champions League. Would that be a treble?
It'd be a treble, but not as good as not a proper treble. No,
There you go. There
you
you
know
go.
what I'm saying. It'd be a quality double. These half
There you
these, watered down.
I'd let him run with the treble chance though. Like,
It's
I
a
don't-
major honor, including
better than the Formidables
what's
one
it
I
called?
saw a
Charity
few
Shield
years
as
ago when
well.
they had the
No.
community.
It just says there.
That was-
At the top, it
okay.
says there and there. It says League, Main Cup, and Europe.
Oh yeah. I can't read. I told you
Yeah,
guys.
it's not Carabao Cup, otherwise Man City would have more than that.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
We've
Barcelona,
got
So would
five
Arsenal, innit?
Premier
yeah, Barcelona
titles.
38. You know,
I
that's
want
mad.
I want the Carabao Cup in there
What?
too because we'd have 20 trophies.
Yeah, but if you exactly, we'd have more as well. We'd have more community shields, more Carabao. No, we'd have Carabao
Oh no,
Cups.
not
Yeah.
community shields.
Yeah.
Fuck the community shield. I want the League Cup. Who's in the community?
No, but that's
shield?
what it would count. If you count the Carabao Cup, that's what they would start counting as well. Because it's not the main trophies, is it?
Nah,
Nah,
Shield
but
is a
there's
friendly
main
game.
trophies.
Carabao
Because
Cup-
in Spain, you don't even have a Carabao Cup. What's the Carabao Cup in Spain?
Don't they have a
I'm
second?
not sure.
Do they have a second?
No, I don't
one?
think they do. They've just
Yeah,
got the Copa del Rey, which is the
I
FA
know
Cup.
France have a second one though.
Yeah.
France
The
have-
Germany have a second one as well,
No, I don't think so. They've got the DFB per cup.
and that's it. I swear Germany do, because how did Barcelona
Yeah,
win
they
hella
must
trophies?
do because they won the sextuple this week.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
season.
Bayern Munich.
No, but
sorry,
it must have been the FIFA World Cup as well, isn't it? Sorry, the FIFA Club World Cup.
Nah, I swear
Oh,
there's two
yeah,
in Germany. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking there's two in Germany. I could be wrong though. For some reason, I'm thinking there's
So
two.
Barca's
in
sextuple was
Look at
it
Pep,
was
dude, Pep did
Champions
trebles
League,
there.
Copa del
And
Rey.
he didn't win
They probably
the
counted
Champions
the Community Shield in Spain as well. To be fair, Super
Yeah,
Cup
they
can't forget the Super Cup,
Let me check. I'm just
Club
gonna Google
World
this
Cup.
now.
Club World Cup, Super
League.
Cup,
I'm sure
Copa
Pep
del
did-
Rey,
I'm sure
Champions
Pep did
League.
trebles twice. I'm sure he did. And he
I
didn't
think
win the
when
Champions
Bayern
League.
won it last year, they won a treble last year. It was the Champions League, the Bundesliga, and the Pokal.
Oh, there's one in Germany.
Oh,
Two
yeah,
in
Yeah, there's one in
France.
Germany, two in France. But yeah,
Sure,
listen,
he
man, no one
won.
takes the Carabao
That's
Cup
enough.
seriously, man. No one takes it seriously.
Super Copa, España.
Yeah, it's hella confusing. Mad confusing.
But yeah, there's one
Trophies
odd
is
one out.
trophies.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, there's different prestige to them.
Different levels, yeah.
But of course, the Premier
It's
League,
still,
Champions
you
League.
know what, like, for me, if it's, because the thing is, people do diss the Carabao Cup, but you're still competing
Yeah, it's a
through a
trophy.
certain amount of rounds and
And you've gotta go
beating the
through,
teams that you put
Yeah.
in front of you. Do you know what I mean? You could essentially get, like, say it's Man United, you could essentially get Man City, then Arsenal, then Chelsea, and then face in the final Leicester. That's like 4 teams that you've got to get past,
Yeah.
you know, to get
See
there.
which
So
club she didn't mention,
I
guys.
don't think
Taking shots.
What?
That's petty. That is very petty, Yancy. We see you. No, that's all stupid. Look at you trying to act dumb. What do you mean? What team did you not mention in that run?
what, Chelsea?
No, you mentioned Chelsea.
Did I?
Yeah,
Arsenal.
you mentioned Arsenal.
You missed out Leicester,
What-
didn't you?
No,
No, I
she mentioned
mentioned
Leicester.
Leicester.
Oh, I said Leicester in the
There's one
final.
team.
Yeah,
See,
Leicester in
it's
the final.
systematically, mate. Systematically.
Yeah.
Systematically.
Oh,
Oh,
Spurs.
my
Oh, Spurs.
See that, bro? Everyone, see, even she forgot me. You think Fiorentina parents are gonna forget?
Yeah.
I'm
That
telling
is
you, man.
ridiculous.
It's mentally, bro. You don't even respect them clubs, bro.
Because you don't
You know
like
what?
Spurs.
Even Gary Neville was like, Gary Neville's quotes was like, after it going out, Gary Neville was like, you know, I'm disappointed in Arsenal, I'm disappointed in United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and City. They got new owners. Tottenham, I don't care about Tottenham, but no one takes them seriously. They really don't. It's serious, man.
Now,
And
do you know
even
what
Slav
some
himself
guy on
said
the
it.
news said some really big clubs have joined.
Exactly, you see that video? Bro, you see what I mean? Now you can see what I mean. Watch
That's
Spurs.
ridiculous.
You know what?
man.
I'm just getting the banter in before we get beat by Spurs in a bloody cup final, and then I'll have to just
And Harry
go
Kane
offline.
scores a hat trick in the
Aye.
final.
We thought
Yeah, it's
Slav
gonna be
Mal
Harry
this
Kane.
week was big enough. Wait if they actually win the cup final on Sunday.
I'll give him
He's
something,
going to be
man.
mad.
He needs something.
He'll
We're
be
giving
jacked.
a leave the Ensign. That's what you do.
They can add it to the Audi Cup.
Oh my
Yeah, at least the Carabao Cup
Kane, the
is
double
Carabao thing.
I feel like anyone got any up?
What do you
Oh,
mean, Baz?
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Here we
he's
go.
back, he's back.
Another half an hour, lads.
You can't ever give me. You can't ever use the trophy thing on me for a long, long time if we do win on Sunday. You know that, yeah?
The Carabao Cup don't count. It's the Coca-Cola Cup. No one takes it seriously. It's basically the Emirates Cup glorified.
No. You know you can't give it, right?
What do you mean I can't
just
give
saying.
it? What's the Carabao Cup, bro? No one counts the
I'm just
Carabao
saying.
Cup here.
Anyone else agree with me?
No.
Aye, you can have flowers on
No one carry
here
it.
next
Yes,
week.
the
You don't want to
trophy,
win.
you win it.
If you don't win,
Neil, let me ask you a question, Neil. Would you rather win the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup?
FA Cup. But that's not the question.
No, I'm just asking a question. I just want
Okay.
to know the answer.
But hey, man, we've won that League One Championship. Come on, there's two more trophies.
I'd rather win the Championship than win the Carabao
Alright,
Cup.
I promise you,
Alright.
I couldn't care
I'm
less which
touching it
one or the
broad,
other.
but
we
hey,
want.
I didn't support my club to win trophies, and so it's very
Winning
different.
the playoffs is bigger than winning the Carabao Cup. Simple as that.
Carabao Cup.
To get promoted from the
That's
Championship to the
actual opinion.
Premiership,
If
Yeah.
that is your actual opinion,
or
You can't go over there. It's not your actual opinion.
you little fucking wind up merchant.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
Babs is just doing the championship shots because that's where they'll end up soon.
You'll be there with us as well, man. You might actually win something at the
Why-
Championship.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We ain't got Mourinho no more. Why will we be there? We're 2 points off the top four right
Yeah,
now.
true say, man. Ryan Mason to the wheel, man. Come on. Let's go Ryan Mason, up the wheel.
I was speaking about it with my
Flawless,
friends.
what would you do? What would
Go
you
on.
do if we all get relegated? We all get relegated next season, yeah?
Yeah.
we'd have to
And,
change the
um,
name of the show to the
Go
championship
on.
show.
Championship FC.
It would be Shameless
After we
FC.
win the championship and Man United stay down.
It is
What
what
would
it
you
is,
do?
yo. I just take it on the chin,
Yo.
innit? You know what I'm saying? Because the
Hey,
content
you
will
will
be
be
Oh,
watching match of the day.
if
You'll
we
be
go
watching Channel
down-
5. Trust me, that one hurts.
If we go
Watching-
down,
watching
Spurs could win.
Championship show. Oh,
Spurs could
it's not
win
a
this
nice match
Papa
of the
John's
day.
trophy. They can win the EFL Cup, the EFL trophy.
No, that's only in League One, Babs.
Oh, you might get down there as well. That's the way you're gonna win something. Just go down to League One.
Do a
You
Sunday.
know what? I don't mind the banter because we'll probably lose on Sunday, but if we somehow shit out a result,
Fair play if you win it, man.
Managed to
Fair play.
impress Slav.
Come here
You
and
came in
take all
so
your
confident at the
flowers,
beginning of the show. You got a big smile on his face, and you've
No,
just managed to
I
wipe
had a
that
smile
straight
on my
off him.
face because we haven't because Mourinho was gone. That's that. Nothing to do with
Yeah,
Sunday.
you-
I'm not. I'll worry about Sunday at
Yeah,
5
but it's
to
to do with
4.
that man there.
I'll worry about Sunday at 25 past 4. Until then, I mean, I'll be at Wembley. I'll be shitting myself. I'll be in my seat crying for most of the game.
Don't cry, man. Don't do that.
I'll be with the other.
You should be used to it by now, shouldn't you?
Don't
I'll be
cry.
with the
Losing
other
finals.
1,999 fans in there crying.
Don't cry. Don't do that.
You'll probably see me on TV, to be honest.
No, I don't want
There's
you
not
for
many-
that. We boys, innit? All banter aside, and that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
don't do that. Only thing I want you crying is tears of joy if you win the trophy. That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But-
I love
I'm-
the
I'm just-
energy
I
you
get-
came
Look, the main thing is, I get to go to a football match on Sunday. I am gassed.
Oh, you
I'm
there?
looking
Oh,
for
big.
Yeah, man.
Big.
It's a
I'm
cup final.
happy
What's
for
up
you.
with that?
I didn't know they was letting people back in. I wasn't sure. I didn't know what was going on
Yeah,
inside.
man.
Yeah, that's the fans,
2000,
They weren't
2060
Leicester
fans.
fans, trust me. It's
No Leicester
London.
fans.
There isn't many Leicester fans in London. You're only allowed from the Wembley area, NHS staff, and that. Trust me, there was not
Nah,
a lot of
Sunday-
Leicester fans.
Sunday, there's 2,000 Spurs fans. There's 2,000. We playing Man City fans. So there'll be a few people. There'll be a couple thousand down from Manchester.
Are they allowed? Because the thing is, well,
Yeah.
we couldn't go, or Southampton, but there's quite a few
All you've got to
Southampton
do is
fans in
drive down
London.
the M1. All you got to do is drive down the M6 and the M1. Neil.
No. It was who the
Yo,
tickets were
you man-
available to.
I got you man. I got
Yeah,
a
there's-
dip. Yo, Lewis, big for having me as
there's,
always. And you man, I got a dip.
Big up
But yeah,
yourself,
man.
man.
Love
Beautiful
every
love.
time, man. Chat
In
to
a
you
bit.
soon. Neil, Yan City, Bab, Slav. Love to all you lot. Yeah, catch you
Take
short.
care,
man.
man.
Love, love.
Peace.
Fair play. Yeah, there were. What were we saying? Yeah, so there's the 4,000 fans, 2,000 of each club on Sunday, and then the rest. There's I think about 1,000 to the NHS staff, and then another 1,000 to Wembley residents.
However, but you're comparing the likes of a Tottenham fan base to a Leicester fan base, and
Mate,
especially in
damn-
London.
To get a ticket for Sunday, you needed 490 loyalty points. That's very high because to compare that with like if we have Arsenal away in the league and life is normal with the allocation you get at the Emirates, it's normally about the same amount of points for a ticket to Arsenal away, maybe even a bit less for Arsenal because you could get 3,000. But look, if Ryan Mason wins the Carabao Cup,
For the season, Arsenal bottled the Europa League. Mason over Arteta. Trust the process. Oh, that would be a painful turn of events. Babs, you're on mute, my guy.
Babs, you're a mute, mate. But keep
We
it like
won
that.
the
I'm happy with
European
that.
Super League. Yeah, don't give me this Carabao Cup. We won the European Super League.
Nah, look, Ryan Mason.
Yeah, Lewis, you
whatever
can't
happens-
even chant
did you
about
play?
that now.
How many matches
Huh?
do you play? How many points do you get?
I don't know, man. I can't remember that. I kind of forgot the details,
yeah.
mate. But we won it.
I
We
wouldn't
were top of
remember
the
how many
league.
points we got when we won the league.
What-
I wouldn't
whatever
remember that.
happens-
Well, bro, we
with,
won it, bro. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Whatever happens
Okay.
with I was about to
Wait
say,
till Amazon
whatever
Prime
happens
delivers
with-
your Tim Pot trophy, and then we'll
It's still
applaud
better
you.
than
Yeah?
the Carabao Cup, to be fair.
It's not.
You still what?
Whatever happens with
It's still
Yeah.
better. It's probably better than the Carabao Cup.
whatever happens
The
with
Carabao
Ryan
Cup.
Mason, I'm just really happy for the guy. Like people forget Ryan Mason nearly died. So
Yeah. Big one.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy he's got himself an opportunity.
Facts. See, facts and facts. I ain't lying, bro. Look who's top. Look who's top. Look who's top.
Yeah. Back to the. I mean, Lewis, can we get the fixtures up for the top 4 race?
Nah, man, get the Leicester lineup. We're playing in an hour.
Oh shit, you are.
To be fair,
Legit,
Maybe
exactly.
so.
I forgot. I was looking at the lineup now. 3-5.
This week was meant to be all
Can we
football, and
get
it's all
the
been all
fixtures
Super
up?
League.
What?
Sorry.
can we get the
Can you
fixtures
get
up
the fixtures up?
for each team, for the teams that are left in the top 4? So who's got the most favourable running?
That's
Well, it depends. If you guys keep fucking up, I think we might have. Genuinely.
Leicester.
Leicester,
Who?
Leicester have it.
Because if look,
West Ham have it. West Ham have a
We'll
good,
start with
good
Leicester.
little.
Nah, West Ham play
Leicester's
Chelsea
run.
on Sunday. It'd be an interesting
Crystal
one.
Palace, Southampton, Newcastle, Man United, Chelsea, then Tottenham.
Chelsea again.
Chelsea.
Wait,
Oh my god, we got you twice.
No, that's on the same day. What?
Nah, that's got to be changed. Something's happening with that one.
Obviously, you
15th
play the
of
Oh,
final.
the same
Hang on, the
final.
final is normally after the season ends, right?
That's
That's
what
what
it's
I
They
not
remember.
obviously
15.
haven't, they
It's
obviously
actually
haven't
during.
changed it. Relax.
Yeah, they haven't changed it, but because it makes sense to play them on that same day, not obviously twice, but to substitute that for another time. But we still got to finish before the end of the season.
Last 5 games of the season is about as rough as ours. Southampton, who want to get paid back on you for the cup final. Newcastle will be battling relegation. United top 4 race. Chelsea top 4 race. Spurs potential top 4 race, depending on how their season ends.
Yeah, but
Who
you see,
we
I
got?
feel more confident about taking on a top 6 team than I do like the likes of Newcastle, just because I know we can turn up, and I know you guys won't show us you guys won't show us
Lewis,
respect and give us the ball.
Table, mate.
Sorry.
What was
Sorry, I'm just helping Lewis with the computer.
Okay.
that? What were you saying?
Guide improve.
Lewis, click table.
Oh, you want to see the table? All right, cool.
No, I want to see.
Nah,
oh my
put the table away, man. Put it away.
I want to see. I want to see who the teams.
Congrats,
in the top
Bob. You're
4
in
right now.
single figures.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Super League champions, lad. That's all that matters to me.
I want to see. Oh my days!
No, he says click on Tottenham. Click on Tottenham. Just click on Tottenham.
Just click on a team, and so we can see their fixtures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Leicester's, isn't it? Oh, this is
Lewis is high,
Oh,
man.
Sheffield United. Oh, I'll take Sheffield United next.
Yeah, Sheffield United leads.
That's not a bad running. That
Yeah,
you
that's
should win most
that's
of
not
them
a bad
games.
running.
Oh yeah, only 2 away games as well.
In
And
Sheffield,
How
what-
do you think you would cope with Leeds? That's the question.
we beat them 3-0 in December.
They'll
Under
beat-
Mourinho,
they'll beat
who
Leeds.
counter who it's different tactics now, man.
I don't know
Only Man
what
City
tactic now, mate.
Mason,
What's Ryan
Mason,
Mason's tactics?
We play Mason.
Yeah,
ball.
exactly. Bielsa ball
Nah,
is
second half,
you don't know what
no,
you're gonna get.
I said this to the boys to my boys earlier. Ryan Mason, the underrated, like he plays. He knows how to play good football in terms of just simple passing football, which Mourinho doesn't do. I haven't seen my team keep the ball for more than 5 passes. In over
Are
a
you
year.
saying to me that Mason's better than Mourinho?
He plays better football? And all I need to do was see it for 45 minutes.
You see one game. You had one shot on target. You had no shots on target in the first half.
We had about
This is
7 in the second half.
The slander on Daddy Jose's name, I can't really want for this personally.
West Ham,
Ryan
Chelsea. Hey, West Ham, Chelsea on Saturday is a big game, you know.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
looking forward to Lingard dancing. all
What's Liverpool's running look like?
over. Liverpool meant
West
to have
Ham,
a
Just go
Chelsea.
to,
If
yeah,
I-
just go to the table.
If you Lewis, if you draw to West
Yeah,
Ham
it's
on
a
the
nice
weekend,
run,
that
and
is
they've done
big.
most-
I'll tell you what though, after
Man
Man
United.
United, that should be win.
Yeah, all
It
of
should
that.
be.
Should be exactly.
And what about West
Lewis,
Ham?
Oh, West Ham, we just went on them.
Lewis,
Yeah,
if
they
you
are.
draw with West Ham on the weekend, then it makes an interesting
Jeez.
end to the season.
Top 4 race, yay.
Yeah, we do. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Because that would put you on 56 points with the same games played, and we
And
play
you've got
Sheffield United.
-1 goal difference on us. Oh, my gosh.
It's interesting. Look, it's interesting.
Should have kept Jose.
Nah,
Oh,
the
mate,
the thing, the new manager bounce, maybe. You
But
never
bearing
know.
in mind, we still that points difference is us having to play tonight as well. So
I
if we
think we
lose
lose
that, then it remains the same.
Real
No offense,
Madrid and
I
Manchester
think-
City
I think
away on the
Big
same
Sam's
week.
gonna do
What a
this.
hellish week. And Arsenal 4 days after that.
we're
Oh,
running
Yeah, but that won't matter.
that's a stinky 10.
Lewis,
It won't
you-
matter for Arsenal.
Stinky 2
You've
weeks,
got a
you
tough
know.
running, man. You got a tough
That
run.
won't matter for Arsenal.
Oh my days. We got
Arsenal
Fulham,
to-
Real
Arsenal-
Madrid,
Babs.
Man City.
Babs, Arsenal to win at the
That's
bridge, and that will put
This
Tottenham
this
fourth.
running is peak.
Might have to take a tactical loss.
And
Aye, it won't be with you lot. Fuck that if you lot are getting 3 scalps on us in a row. Are you crazy? I'll invade the pitch myself before that happens.
Arsenal
Yeah,
to win
So
at the,
our run
Arsenal
doesn't
to win
look
at
too
the
bad, all
bridge,
things
and Tottenham
considered.
to beat Sheffield United and go fourth.
yeah, this weekend could either go so well for us or so shit. But hey, the end of the top 4 race is going to look so sick as we see it unfold in front of our
It's-
very
it's
Ryan
eyes.
exciting.
Mason's leading us all to glory.
when you say we,
I didn't say we. I didn't say we.
who do you say?
He said us.
The
to
leading
leading
glory.
us to glory.
Yeah,
He said
We
us.
say
That
us.
was it.
yeah,
Us. Didn't say you.
yeah. Fair enough.
Don't flatter yourself.
Right. Anyone got any final thoughts?
No.
No final thoughts. Perfect. Well, guys, smash the like and subscribe
Screw,
button. if you
screw the
guys
top
haven't done
6.
so already.
Hopefully, you'll sell your clubs. There we go. Get the owners out.
I
know
don't
what,
mind selling
Neil?
Arsenal, to be fair.
Fair enough, man, because we put you through a lot this week, so I understand the slander. Guys, the links to everyone's socials are down in the description below, and the links to everyone's channels are there as well, so check it out. Follow, like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff if you haven't done so already. We will leave you with a photo of the European
Mason.
Super League getting locked up. Big up everybody, smash the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys very soon. Take care, like and subscribe, and as always, up the Chelsea.